It's a miracle every time this stream starts up, everybody. I'm way down here. Hold on, let me get me up here a little bit more. There we go. An absolute miracle, I tell you. Technical problems abound today. Now, some of you who have logged on today to realize that I was still in New World, man. Oh, man, did I have an amazing weekend. Can't wait to tell you all about it. We're going to do some Fallout 76, though. We're going to get into that. So yeah, on Friday, of course, I spent time with my crew playing some New World. We were working on a bunch of stuff, including running some quests and rifts and all that stuff. And last week we did a bunch of elite zones. We did our chronicler quest. We did all of that. And I was really trying to figure out if it was possible, like what's the best way to get your faction rep between level 25 and 40. Because there's a huge gap there. There's a huge gap of when you use your gear or not your gear. Thank you so much for the lurker love, Scriptlet. And whether you use your gear there or not. And I have found the magic formula. Well, it was magic for me because it had all of the perks that I wanted to have. We'll talk more in depth on that, on how you can get 40,000 rep for your particular faction in a single day. That's right. It was about an 8-hour period, and I got more and more efficient of it as the night went on. And this was really a big benefit of using the house. The house was the Rosetta Stone of doing that. I was using the town board and my rep faction. I'm not familiar with New World. New World is an awesome MMO. I absolutely love it. I've fallen in love with it. Me and my crew have been playing a ton of it together and just having the greatest time. And we have different events that we do during the week. We've added another event tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, really probably about 10:30. We're going to have Ladybug tell us a bit about PvP. We're going to PvP a little bit, or at least do the PvP faction quest and try to get you guys some more XP using those faction quests. Now, one of my goals was to reduce my house cost. I thought we were going to get our Windsward back, but sadly, the Syndicate did not take it back. Covenant held it. So my other option was to build up my town board and to get my taxes down. Right, so it's usually 2,000 taxes per week on the big house, and I've gotten it down by over 500 down over it by using the town board. Now, if I had like reduce my taxes or do storage, I did storage. But if it was something like, your trade or your crafting bench, then I went for house taxes to reduce that down. Because the great thing about being where I'm at in Windsward is that it's the center of everywhere that you're going. So if you just teleport to your house or cool down your house by using Azoth, boom, you jump there and you jump somewhere else. And instead of it costing 200 Azoth, it'll cost 100. So that's 100 every single time you're bouncing around. And the same thing when you're running out. Like, I'll run out, do some faction quests, and while I'm running out, I'll collect a bunch of resources, I'll do the faction quests, and then I'll cool down my house, and then I'll teleport back. And it costs me like 40 Azoth. Then I run out again, and while I'm running out, I'm collecting loot, which means that I'm using my tools that sometimes you get Azoth on. So if you collect, say, 30 items when you're running around, or maybe 60 items, let's be more realistic, 60 items, and then you get, say, half of that is Azoth, which I actually find goes more than 30% for me. I don't know. It seems to be more like 75% that you get Azoth versus 30%, which is typically what your tools say. But man, I go along and I get tons of it while I'm collecting stuff, while I'm doing my rep quest, and I literally did that circle for like 8 hours. Now, of course, I varied it so I didn't go completely mind numb, and I kept varying it and varying it and varying it. Meanwhile, by the way, I'd put a bunch of stuff on the auction hall, and it was like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. As I can't wait to see that, because my bags became overburdened. I had to get rid of it, and there was nobody on except for me. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'll do is I'll put it in the auction hall. If it doesn't sell, then when it comes back, it's like a temporary storage place, right? That's what I use the auction hall. So it's like I pay half a gold, and I put, say, a bunch of iron up there. Right, for a higher price, or, a little higher price than what everyone's going to buy. Well, it's a temporary storage, because if nobody buys it, guess what? I get it back in a day, and I can just give it to my members. So, Kismet all next level, everybody. I'm all next level, and I literally made about 3,000 or 4,000 gold just in the time I was going around there. Not only in me collecting and doing the faction quest, but also in the fact that I was selling stuff in the auction hall at the same time. You should keep that auction hall nice and full with random different items, see what's available. If it says 0.01, don't bother selling that at all. Don't bother selling that. So I'll show you all my secrets. I currently have about 12,000 gold on my character on top of the 20,000 gold that I've already spent. Yeah, the 10,000 on my house and another 10,000 on various things that I bought for my character. So we'll get into all of that and how I made all that cash and how you can make tons of cash as well and do your factions and get 40,000 faction rep in no time at all. And again, I had certain goals that match up with mine. Now, you can also do it in other zones, but it takes a lot longer, and it's more obnoxious when you do it in those other zones. So I feel like Windsward is like my long-term house location, right? So I can reduce all of the cost of everything, and it doesn't matter who owns it. If I reduce the cost down enough, it'll actually be less expensive to be there than it would be anywhere else. And that's kind of my big goal now, is to kind of work those new areas, but not be in such a hurry that I have to rush to the next area, rush to the next area, rush to the next area, and I got to level up as quick as possible, fast. I don't care about the leveling. The leveling is not important. Is it can be done. The can be done part, I always find, is my most exciting part of anything. Now, can we get our dailies done in the next 15 minutes? That's a great question. We're going to explore that question here in just a second. First off, I say hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Adam. Thank you for a tip of the hat there. Flux coming in, checking that loot. Oh, we got some stuff to give away, too. Oh, I should do a giveaway today. I think I should. I'm going to have to get it ready over there. I'll get it ready when we're done with 76. When we're into transition. Again, thank you, Adam. Scripplin, thanks for the lurker love. Roar's coming in with the lurk as well. Thank you very much for that. Olaf coming in with a wave. Hey, Olaf, thanks for being here. Rotisserie G hanging out. Who we got? The Shred Flex coming in. And you know your name is the same color as when it highlights red when you use my name. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Ems coming in, lurking that New World. Oh, look at you, Ems. Thank you very much, by the way, for all that house stuff that you made for me as well. Well, let's get into it, everybody. I'm ready for some 76 dailies. Then we're going to play some Astroneer. I got the server working thanks to my buddies over in Nitrato. We're going to play some of that. And then later tonight, we're going to get into some fun, doing some PvP. I'm probably going to get absolutely owned. But now that I'm geared up, I have a full set of gear. I went heavy gear, as well as I got my Carnelian gens in there, which I screwed up. It cost me 400 gold because of my mistake. But that's okay. I'm rich. That's what's so great about being me, everybody, is I always try to figure out the financial, how to crush a game financially, and then it makes it super easy. Now, of course, if I did that in real life, I'd really be styling, but I wouldn't have $10 in the bank, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. There's a difference in game. If you lose it, you're just like, oh, well, it's a game. But in real life, your wife's like, gives you those daggers. So watch out for that. Watch out for that, everybody. All right, let's go. Atomic Shop. What are we going to do? I don't know. Let's go take a look at some 76. Let's go. All right, what do we got? We got update. We got Estaples. We know all about that. October bonus item. The Banished Shack. We saw that. The Haunted House for Halloween. Let's go check that out. Ooh, the Haunted Staircase. What do we got? Oh, that's it. It's literally just a staircase. Well, there we go. Now, I'm saving my atoms in case I don't make it to the end, everybody. I'm 72 of 100. Can you believe it? And I've only been logging in for like an hour or two, just doing those dailies and getting those weeklies done. I have missed a couple dailies, but I've been very, very diligent in my dailies. And I feel like if you legitly did your dailies, I feel like you could get through it. I mean, we still got a long time left. I might actually get to play some storyline at some point, everybody. Oh, nope, don't want that. What do we got in here? Oh, free caps. I don't need it, but thanks. We got some free caps in there for you guys. Make sure to snag that up. Now, of course, let's get prepped and ready. Now, I've already kind of prepped my character a little bit from last time. I'm trying to, when I play on the weekends and I play offline, like I played a bunch of offline New World. I played a bunch of offline 76. I can't wait to show you something that is just like, all of a sudden I went, oh my God, why did I not think of that before, right? You ever have that moment? Put a one in the chat if you ever have that moment in game. What's my camera? I was cleaning my office as well. I cleaned my office. I cleaned my whole house. I did a whole bunch of other stuff. I got videos queued up. I didn't just play games, everybody. Videos queued up. I got all my tweets going. I got all my other stuff going. Man, I was just absolutely crushing it. Crushing it this weekend. Thanks to all of you who do come in and hang out in the stream. I appreciate you big time. Chilling out, having a good time. As we do. Okay, 76. Feel free to load, bro. All right, let's reload all the overlays and get those maybe so they're properly working. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get this fired up. We might actually get to play some 76 today if it loads. I don't know why this takes so long. Look at the size of New World, everybody. Look at the size of that game. It loads like 1,000 times faster than 76. I don't know why it takes so long to load. I don't know, but you know what? I do what I got to do. Now, here we are in my Brotherhood camp. It is awesome. I really love it because it does all the things that I want to do as a sexy Wastelander, Wasteland Tycoon. All right, we're in the crafting set. Now, of course, my daily run is basically this. Collect all that extra loot you got laying around, like some purified water here. Now, again, these smaller ones are more efficient than the big ones because they take up less space and produce, overall, more water in the long run. Ooh, someone got rocketed. That's what you get for coming up into my business. Oh, radiation rumbles up. Too bad I'm on my private server. What a bummer. All right, so we got that going. So we get that. Now, what else we got? We got a Collectron here. Let's go ahead and get the Collectron thing here. And we got our beehive, which is collecting honey, which is awesome for fast running. Thanks to my members who told me that. Oh, my God. It's like I use that all the time. Now, I actually have it on my bar right there. And I keep about 30 honey on me. So I press 1, 2, 3. And then you can just keep running for a good amount of time before that actually runs out. So it's pretty sweet. Okay, now let's start with the basics, everybody. I'll show you my set right here that I'm working on. I actually did all my level ups, too. Do you see down there? I only got one level up. I did like 50 of them. It was a lot of them. And I did a lot of my cards. I'm trying to get to 150 so I can add another point, say, to Charisma, and then take that point out of Charisma and then move it over somewhere else, like Perception or Agility. I kind of feel like I'm trying to get another one to 12. I might try Agility to 12. That has some more cards that I definitely could use. The funnies, the Doberman forgot to do the dishes, ended up in the doghouse. Oh, that's how it goes. Hey, guys, there's nothing sexier to those ladies than you washing the dishes, I'm telling you. But wait till they're around. A dish that's washed when no one's around never happens. So wait till the ladies are just about to get home from work. They got a long day. They've been thinking about, I got to do the dishes. I got to clean the house. I got to take out the trash when they get home. And you know what you do? You have it already done. You have it already done. You already took out the trash. You already did the stuff. And then when she walks in the door, you're there washing the dishes. I'm telling you, there's nothing sexier to the females. I'm telling you. a lot sexier than you sitting on the couch with, you know, potato chips going down your thing. And you're just like half asleep and you've been lacing around all day. That's a lot less sexy to the ladies, guys. Just throwing it out there, just so you know. There you go. You do the dishes and she does the laundry. There you go, Flux. We trade off on what we do, and we all work together as a family on stuff like doing laundry and doing that stuff. But my wife is the powerhouse. She has an unlimited amount of motivation, where me, at my age, I have difficulty just getting out of the bed at this point. But I try my best, and she's like the Rosetta Stone of the whole entire house. She's like the engine that makes it go. So big love to my wife for keeping everything rocking and rolling around here. I give her all the credit. I don't need any credit. I don't need to be right all the time, everybody. I escaped that childish notion when I was younger to have to be right and say, you do what I want you to do, and do all of that ridiculous stuff that people argue about endlessly when they're in relationships. Me and my wife don't do that. We're like, okay, what do we need to do? How do we need to get it done? What do we need to do and how do we get it done? That kind of thing. Like, how are we going to get that $100 so my kids can go and, you know, pay their school fees or whatever? And then we try to figure it out. We're like, okay, well, no eating out for a month while we scrape together $100 kind of thing. But you know what? That's what you do as a team, right? That's what you are. You're a team. You're working together, right? You're not working against each other. People who fight are working against each other. People who are not fighting and just have a common interest. Common need to get stuff done. That's what we do. And my wife's a strong woman too, man. My daughters are strong women too. You don't mess. You can't be a weak dude with a strong woman. They'll walk all over you. I don't take any crap. My wife doesn't take any crap. I don't let anybody treat me poorly or talk to me with disrespect. Don't do it, because I will not stand for it. I will not talk to you. I will be like, all right, well, bye, peace out. I don't like to talk to people who are rude, obnoxious. There you go. It's all about the teamwork. Exactly. Hey, You know, you can wash some dishes from time to time. Your arms aren't broken or messed up like my shoulder is. My shoulder's messed up, but I can still help fold the laundry earlier this week. Me and my kids worked on that over the weekend. My wife was off at work. She works 6 days a week, so I can do this crazy thing called streaming. While she was off at work on Sunday, me and my kid, or Saturday, she was off work. Or was it Sunday? Sunday afternoon. I can't, all the days run together, everybody. I don't even know. I think it was Sunday. While she's off at Sunday, I saw there was a load of towels and there was a whole bunch of stuff and, you know, clean the bathroom, that kind of stuff. And I listened to my kids and we went and did all of that. So when she got home, I'm like, look, here's a whole bunch of things you don't have to do when you get home. So I know, because you know she's thinking about it, right? She's at work, I got to get home and I got to do blah, 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 blah. She got a long list of things that she's got to do, right? But she comes home and those things are already done. Well, guess what? Bam. Those are the little things in life, everybody. The little things in life that you do that for your significant other that in the moment seems like a small thing, but over time is really a big thing, just so you know. Little acts of kindness at random times, everybody. It doesn't have to be their birthday. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be whatever. You thought of them. You're walking by. You saw a necklace or something like that. And it doesn't have to be $1 million, everybody. If your spouse only likes you because you buy them expensive things, look out for that. Look out for that. I bought my wife little tiny dainty things that were, you know, $50 or something like that, or a little bracelet or whatever, and she's loved it all these years because it's the right moment at the right time, right? Those things are very valuable in life, everybody. But then again, it's your life. They're your life choices. They're all on you. Sometimes I try to give you guys a little bit of love, a little bit of wisdom that I've earned the hard way by making all the mistakes. So don't make all those mistakes. Do the smart stuff, everybody. Do the smart stuff. Actually pay attention to your significant other. I know. I've lost a few that way, everybody. Being a bit of a workaholic when I was young. Absolutely lost a few girlfriends that way. Just absolutely absorbed in what I'm doing all day, every day, working. And not taking the time to spend time with the family, right? Or with the significant other. Right, sugar bombs. All right, we need to look at what our dailies are. That's going to help us a lot. Now, again, check out this scoreboard, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I'm actually 73. Sorry. I got another one. I forgot. All right, well, we'll just unlock 73 now. And there we go. So 73 of 100. All we got to do is go down here and here. Now, every time I do some dailies, especially the weekly, you get about 5 of these. So if you think about this, how many weeks we got left? Maybe 5, 6 weeks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're cruising, bro. And I've got 600 atoms just in case we don't get to that dog. Now, I don't really care about this stuff here at the end, but I care about that doggy. I got to have that doggy. Now I'll have my Collectron in one. I'll have my puppy in my main base. And then I have Maul, which is another companion in another base as well. But I definitely want to show you some cool stuff today. So we'll get into that after we do our dailies, because we got to do our all of that stuff. So you guys want to log in, get it going on. I've already done all my other stuff where I've kind of cleared out my inventory and done all of that. You can see that I've got it pretty cleared out as well. And I'm going to mute the game sounds there so I don't talk over that guy. And then I'm going to go ahead and look at how many stem packs I have. All right, I have 109. And I'm going to go in here and get my... Do I have any mentats? I think I'm out of grape mentats. Grape mentats. Yes, I am out of them. Such is the way it goes. All right, do we have any... Oh, we got them over here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just basically make a little cash. I'm at 34,000 right now. I wish they'd raise the cap another 10,000. Because I hit that cap all the time. Because I'm just selling all my excess stuff. Then I'm buying other things as well. You'll notice I just sell my food, by the way. I don't bother keeping it. It's just going to go bad by the time I'm done here. But such is the way it goes. Oh, that did not sell. There we go. Sell that. I do not sell the bubble gum anymore. I have the toughest time sometimes finding the bubble gum later. And sometimes those are like a daily quest. So now I save the bubble gum. So when I need it, I will have it. I keep having all this stuff that I haven't used yet. I'm going to use it at some point. Keep that spoiled meat in there. We'll turn that into fertilizer later. Let's see. What else we got that we could sell? Here in the age stuff, we've got glowing. We got mentats. We got Diluted stuff. Let's get that in there. Diluted. So we're almost out of super stem packs there. What are we at? 1,000. That would be 100. That would leave me with 9 stem packs. That would not be good. Let's go ahead and just cut that in half. Let's say 50 stem packs. We'll say sell in there. That'll get us half of that. And we'll still have 59 stem packs. Now that, your stem packs go pretty fast, everybody. Especially when you're doing that darn decryption, which burns all your stem packs. Now at this point, if I'm at 1 super stem pack, I'll go ahead and switch back out of that. And then put my super stem pack back away. In here like that. And this is kind of what I do every day, is just kind of go through and micromanage myself. Now I've already done a lot of it, so we're going to skip a lot of that other stuff and basically have that done within like 10 minutes, which is pretty awesome. Then we're going to go ahead and get our buffs going on and get it going. Glowing blood or glowing meat steak sells fairly decently. This is true, Philip. Yes, yes. You're going to get a lot of glowing blood as well. You're going to get a lot of that. Now, one of the cool things that you can do. Okay. One of the cool things that you could do is basically craft up double the amount of whatever that item is. Like use your super duper. Maybe you're going to do 1 food and it's going to make double, or you're going to make 1 Gatling laser and it makes 2 Gatling lasers and so on. It actually will do it for any item that you craft. So it's like one of the most powerful things for crafting in the actual game. You can also make a lot of cash doing that. Imagine if you made 1 Gatling laser, but it gave you 2. Well, guess what? Now you got twice the stuff you could scrap, twice the stuff you could sell, etc., etc. Vitally, vitally important. All right, now I'm not going to do my other ones here. I'm just going to go ahead and start with my luck one there. Is he actually doing it? He is actually going. All right. Now, the cool thing about the luck one, you just click that when you walk away. Now, let's get our dailies in here. Let's take a look. I didn't even look at it, what our challenges were. Our daily challenge. Look at that. They don't call me Kismet for nothing, everybody. Chew some bubble gum. I had no idea. I swear I had no idea that was in there. See, it happens to me all the time, everybody. Mole Miner, Level Up, Pick Lock. Okay, these are pretty easy. Definitely can do the chew bubble gum. See, you definitely want to keep some bubble gum. Sometimes you want to keep some of the booze as well, because that's a daily as well. So keep a little bit of that stuff. But yeah, we got our Strawberry Perk bubble gum. And we'll have some of that. Nice. Now, I typically turn off the sound because there's a lot of cross-talking and robots talking and people talking, and they're talking over each other. It can become a very grating on your sanity. I'm not a big fan of that massive amount of cross-talking. I feel like that's one of the big quality of life things they need to work on for the game, is reducing that constant overlapping audio. I mean, hey, it happens in real life. It happens in our Discord from time to time. But that's different than something that could be controllable here in the game, right? Like if you're talking to an NPC and you're in the middle of a dialogue where you're choosing dialogue choices, that audio should override all other audio. All other audio should be done what's known as ducking, where it'll reduce the audio level down to the highest one is 100%, and everything else is like 20%. Or you could set that level of, being nothing when you're talking to an NPC, because I want to hear the storyline. I want to hear what they have to say. But you know what's going on? Pew, 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 pew. Hey, I'm a robot. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, you've come by the nuke zone. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, you got to start up the power plant. And all of that audio is going on, and then pew, 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 and people playing the music and all of that stuff, overlapping stuff into a big jumble of audio, which really ruins the overall experience of your dialogue and all of that you're engaging in. And that's one of the drawbacks of having it a live service, is that you can't stop the game. Because every time someone got into dialogue, it stopped the entire game for everybody. It would be pretty rough. That's why they don't use VATs the way they usually do in other versions, because the whole entire game would have to stop. And then everybody would be like, somebody's doing some VATs. Somebody's doing some dialogue. That would not be conducive to everyone playing at the same time. All right, so we got that done. Now, once we got that done, everybody, we go ahead and look at what we can do. Mole Miner, Pick Lock. Oh, Pick Lock's an easy one. Watch this. I know right where to pick a lock. Let's go. Let's go do it. Let's go do the running. Oh, got to press the right buttons. Okay, now we'll turn the sound back on. Boom. We'll turn our Discord back on. Now, again, you're welcome to come join me for some dailies, everybody. We're going to be doing dailies all week long. Feel free to jump into the Discord. We're going to try to knock these out. Now, I did do my dailies over the weekend, Sunday into Monday, as well as I did them also on Saturday. I was running behind on Saturday, but we still got them done. Still got them done, even though I was running behind. So, pretty awesome.
This is a Level 2 nuclear alert. The assign an energy plant. WV.
Hear that 1,000 times, everybody. You're like, well, Kismet, you going to come over here and do fusion cores? No, actually, I also got a bunch of fusion cores over the weekend. I'm going to do unlock the terminal.
Warm.
There we go. Oh, why didn't it register? Or did it? Huh. Chew bubble gum. Did I not read it right? Maybe I didn't read it right. Complete an event, daily challenge. Huh. I thought it said unlock a terminal. Maybe I was just seeing it in my head. That's really scary. All right. Oh, collect purified water. That's an easy one. Oh, we get that one done today. Let's try to remind ourselves. All right. So that was, oh, pick a lock was it? It was what it was. Pick a lock, not the terminal. My brain switched that, everybody. Sleep apnea for you. I also have had 4 hours of sleep. I was up that late. I was up till like 7 o'clock in the morning doing that faction stuff, 8 o'clock in the morning, doing that faction stuff in New World. I was having such a great time, and I was really on a roll, everybody. I was absolutely on a roll. I was collecting tons of loot. I'd figured out an awesome loop that you could vary it one way or another depending on which faction quest you got. And then you could also do fishing into a hotspot, and oh, man, just absolutely crushing it. Can't wait to show you all my tricks, give you some Kismet tips on how to get yourself 40,000 rep in a single night. Get your full gear. Now, again, my goal is not to go the fastest I possibly can. It is to, are things possible, right? Again, it's not my job to run up and be ahead and all of that. Now, what I'm going to do is run in here and see if any of this stuff is locked. I can't remember where there is one. I think there is a spot in the back here. Where is that one? There it is. You're like, Kismet, why'd you kill all those mobs? Meh. I don't need to. Now, by the way, there is a way of making this so these doors stay open, so you don't have to keep doing that over and over again. Where you have to, you know, open up the thing. Oh, there's an update for Stream Raiders. Update. We're going to get some Stream Raiders going. Apparently not right now. I was about to do that too, but apparently we're going to do an update first. All right. Update that Stream Raiders. Now, we will be doing some battles all day today. We'll get those fired up in just a bit. I knew there was a place to pick lock there because this is where I go to do terminals, or I pick lock it in there. Now, that's it. That's all I need from over there. Fast travel back to the base. Now, if we hide over here and nobody sees us, we can travel without being interrupted. Now, I'm going to come back and take this over, and I'm going to show you something awesome, and it's going to blow your mind. Some of you probably already knew it. I didn't know it. I didn't think about it till this weekend when I was collecting fusion cores. I was actually doing two things at the same time. I was actually in Fallout 76 collecting fusion cores and a ton of resources, and then while I was waiting in between the time in which the fusion cores generated, right, about 20 to 25 minutes, I then would switch over to New World, and I'd run around and collect a bunch of resources in that game. It was awesome, everybody. It was absolutely amazing. I was like, man, this is one of my smartest things I ever did. I was doubling up on resources in 2 separate games at the same time. Very, very cool. Let's get our purified water done there. There we go. There's a lot of purified water because you want to keep your water all the way up because it adds... Oh, someone getting rocketed. Because it adds to your AP regen. Works great. Okay, so we got that done. We did a little bit of those. What else? We got anything else that's super easy? Kill legendary mole miner. I think we'll do all that while we're doing our stuff. Now, the number one thing I suggest you get working on is your daily ops. And I'm going to show you a bit on how to get your daily ops going on. What I do is I use the social. Again, you want to come join me, everybody, come and join me. I'm in the Tycoons Live. Feel free to jump in there. Come join me for some dailies. Usually I do first come, first serve, whoever's in there, or I'll create a public group, or I'll join a public group. But if I see you're in there and you need some help, you let me know in the chat, and I'll jump out of that group, and I'll make our own group. You get the idea. You get the idea. So, really been crushing it. I'm at 73 now. I was at 72, but now we just unlocked 73. And then here we are. I still got all my buffs, as you can see it, and I got my camp too here in the open adventure mode. Now, the first thing I do is I go right over here, and I see if anybody's got daily ops. If they do got daily ops, I jump into there. God, the decryption one. And then I go ahead. What is it? Scorch. All right, isn't that bad. Okay, so I join the team, and I immediately jump into the daily op to encourage them to jump into the daily op, or maybe they're already in the daily op. I've jumped in the daily op before, like this, and they were already in here and finishing the daily op as I jumped in. So I literally played it for about a minute, and bam, I got the daily op going on. So you can see there's somebody in here. Now, by the way, I've noticed that not only does my crew do it, but everybody else seems to do it. They give you the thumbs up when they're ready. Go, look at that. Boom, I've jumped in a daily op. I'm ready to go. Now, if you guys need a daily op, you let me know in the chat. I'll be happy to run it again. It's okay. I don't mind. We've got about 30 minutes to make it happen, so I'm going to go ahead and run mine here with these people because I've already now committed because I've gotten a party with them. But you guys let me know. Hey, Rotisserie G, what's up? Hey, Kismet. Hey, what's up? Flux coming in with a wave. What's up? I do the dishes. She does the laundry. That's the way to work together, bro. That's the way to work together, for sure. Are there new weeklies? Yes, there is, Flux. Get on in here, bro. Let's get it going. It's a pick lock, not the terminal. Yeah, I figured that out, Rotisserie G, but thanks for having my back. I appreciate it. Now, watch this. I'm going to go ahead and give them the thumbs up. I'm going to say I'm ready to rock, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and also get my team medic on, which I forgot to do last time. All right, we're going to assume everybody's ready. We're going to pump on out of here. I'm going to let this guy go first and get smacked. All right, now this sucks, everybody. I hate this one. And I don't hate this game, but I hate this one. It is stupid. It's really stupid. One of the things it does is immediately makes you have to separate from your group and go hunt down some mobs separately. Otherwise, you're not going to find them in time. You are absolutely not going to find these mobs in time. So if they're not running in the opposite direction of where I'm going right now, then we in trouble. So what I usually do on this particular one, which I actually like the layout of this one, it can be hard to find your way around at first. But I will just kind of sweep the lower area. I also find this upper area to have a lot of mobs up here. This is kind of like the go-to spot that they usually spawn up here in this kind of corner. Or back area back here, especially the super mutants love to spawn right back here in the corner. Now look at this. So far we've killed 4 of them, and this part takes forever because all I'm doing is look at the radar. I'm not even looking where I'm going. I'm just looking at the radar down there to see if I see any red circles. If I see some red circles, then I hunt those people down and shoot them. Now there's 4 of us in here, and it's already taken us a minute to kill just 4 mobs. There's number 7, number 8. Oh, here we go. Number 8 right here. And there we go. And they're dropping toxic stuff right there. Now, the code carrier is going to be here somewhere. He's off in this direction. Now, I can tell you there's a little secret right here. Boo! You got power armor. Down you go, bro. Because usually they're down here in this little spot. Or nearby this spot. And so I usually run here and then run out, see if I can catch them if they're in this lower area. Looks like they're up above me. The crew got it.
Use it to shut down an interceptor. Keep an eye out for reinforcements in the area. That's one down. Take it from the top.
I got that, everybody.
We draw out more code carriers.
All right.
Sick little mind put this scheme together.
Now, I got a Gatling laser. I also am the Wasteland Tycoon, which means I got lots of cheddar, everybody. I got lots of cheddar, and I use that cheddar to my advantage. I wonder if crickets count. Ow. I wasn't even looking at my health, everybody. That was an ow right there, bro. All right, well, they might count. I don't know, but hey, thanks for teleporting me over here where I can shoot some mobs. I think I just wasn't watching my health. Because that cricket came and he owned me, everybody. He absolutely owned me. But I don't mind dying. It's okay. It's part of the game, everybody. The only thing you drop is the random junk that you pick up. It's no big deal. I feel like it also puts you back over here, where it's a pretty great spot to find mobs. If you do die, just reload and go back up about your business. I don't tie it to my ego.
My intel is light, but make it easy and kill
There's
them
another
all.
thing right here, see? Oh, and he's down the way.
All right?
He's down the way here. I'm trying to avoid using my stemmies. If I can avoid it. Where are they? He's got it. He's going to do it here in a second. I feel like he's got it, and then we're going to click this one over here.
Code acquired. Same deal as before. Sneak over to an interceptor, shut it down.
Ah, stupid dog. You know what happened to me yesterday when I was trying to do my dailies? Really? Another one. I was trying to do my dailies, and I was on the thing. Come on, step packs. I was on the thing, clicking it, and then the guy kept running in front of me to try to do the thing I was already on. And I'm like, bro, way not to work together. I literally was almost done, and he runs in front of me, and it causes it to kick off. Then I'm trying to do it again, and then he's trying to do it. He's trying to do it while I'm trying to do it. And I'm like, dude, you are terrible at teamwork. You're actually making this take longer. Which is scary. Very scary. So keep that in mind, everybody. If you do run in front of someone, it helps. Makes it harder for them to loot and also do those things. So good to know. Again, if I see everybody's up that way, then I'll just kind of run this back way, which I like to do. Because they're usually hiding under here. If they're not over there, they're under here. See? They're hiding down here. That one could make the difference. Usually right here, yep.
I got news on that final code. Looks like the top cheese of this little gang has it. You'll need to strategize before taking this one on. Godspeed.
Alright, I don't know where this guy is, and I seriously doubt I'm going to get to him in time. Whoa, look at this little corner. I don't think I've ever gone in that little corner. I don't know where this dude at. I think they know where he's at. It's usually down this bottom side, but apparently he's up here in the back area.
Good going. Target down. I put the cherry on top of this sundae by disabling the final interceptor.
I think they got it. That's a ways away from me. I'm not going to get that in time. Now, again, we're at 6 minutes. GG done. All right. Again, that's one of the most obnoxious ones in the game. I absolutely hate it. It is the opposite of creating teamwork. It's like splitting up your team, making them go in different ways and do different stuff. The mobs sometimes are massively OP. They one or two shot you. You burn 50 stamp packs to get like a 2-star legendary. It is not worth it. So whoever came up with that, please take this out of the game. It sucks. Because I don't have any other choice. I have to do this one as my daily. It doesn't give me an option to do the uplink one if I don't like doing this one. There is no other choice. You have to wait for it to reset. But then again, by then your dailies might already be over. And then that really sucks. So yeah, they definitely need to make this an optional one instead of forcing people to do this particular one. All right, especially if you're lower level. This is really, really painful. You got to think I'm level 300 something, 385. So I'm almost level 400. And this is my 5th character, but I've deleted my character and started over and deleted and started over and deleted and started over because they were updating the game. I feel like the true start of the game is Wastelanders, and that's when I started this character. So that's like it's like the true character, right? When Fallout 76 started getting its rhythm, started getting what makes it great. What makes it super fun. They also added a bunch of legendary stuff where you can actually... oh, I guess I get to be the leader here. Alright, well, cool. I'm going to leave too then. Everybody else going to leave. Fine. Taking my ball and I'm going home. Now I'm going to go ahead and create my own group, a little casual intelligence group. And then I need to get an event going on. Now, we got tea time going on right now. That's a good one. Anybody over there? Yeah, a couple peeps over there. Let's pop on over to tea time. Let's get that event going on. Now, any of the ones you see with the exclamation mark, it means those are like a main event, one of the larger events that give you like legendary stuff for crafting your legendary weapons. Now, the cool thing is if you come in toward the end. If you come in toward the end of it, like everyone's already done all the hard work for the last 5 minutes or so, like right, oh, this still got 9 minutes left. But if you're here in time, I've done it many times where I've come into the end of the event and literally been teleporting into the event and got credit as I teleported in, which is awesome because that literally just saves you so much of your time. My time is my most valuable thing. That's why with New World earlier, I was trying to figure out the least amount of time for the biggest benefit, the maximum amount of benefits of getting my rep gear, as well as getting gold and other stuff like that, and resources I can give to my members and all of that. And I maxed my inventory multiple times doing that awesome run I had going. And I'll show you it later today, tonight. We're also going to do some PvP runs and stuff like that for the first time in game. Here's a great thing to do, by the way. If you got an explosive weapon, knock this stuff away from here so you don't think that's a mob. It helps a lot. And that's when my fusion core runs up. Now, notice that I'm down to 60 fusion cores, but these are 60 100% fusion cores. They're 100%. That means it's 1,000 times 100. So 10,000 shots I've got. And really, all I do is I just build it up, AFK for 20 minutes. I come back, I collect the fusion cores, and I just rinse and repeat, everybody. I also learned something else out about the various different workshops, that it actually does retain some of your resources when you get out of the workshop and you go back in. Guess what? It's still got some of your resources that you can use to build turrets and build items that you had built before, because it converts it to its basic resources. I noticed because I had run out of circuitry. But when I took over the power plant and the places I normally take over, guess what? I had a bunch of circuitry that I could use to build stuff, because it remembered. It remembered all of that stuff and just put it in its basic components. So when I took over that workshop, I still have those resources from before. So yeah, big discovery there. Where are you going? Where are you going over there, puppy? Get over here. You're a bad puppy. Get back to respawn. Oh God, I hate the ants. Anything but the ants or the crickets. They're so hard to shoot. Get it? No, he's still standing there. Get you, little ant. There we go. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing an event, everybody. One of my quests here is to complete an event. Now, one of the things you can do is you can fire off a nuke. You can go do other things. I always hope for a radiation rumble. That's always my main event that I'm looking for, because it just gives you so much XP and a lot of score as well. The reason why is because it's giving you so much XP while you're shooting literally 100 mobs. And then what you're doing is you're getting that score. Oh, yeah, see, look at them. Look at the little sneaky guys. Buggers. So basically you're getting tons and tons of XP, so I hope that comes up. That'd be awesome. But I'm in a party of one right now, so you guys want to come in and join me, go ahead and just join me. I'm in a public group. And again, we're just trying to get this done for our dailies. What else? We got complete an event. I got to level up. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done. That's probably the only one I typically would skip, is level up, because that does take a while. By the time I get that done, probably daily's going to reset anyway. And then what we're doing is we're doing dailies each day. So we're just going to do the morning dailies until, the afternoon dailies, and not the morning dailies. We'll do the afternoon dailies, and then we'll do the daily next day, and so on and so forth. So this will cover today into tomorrow, and then it'll reset tomorrow at noon, and then we'll do that day into the next one. Whoa, look out. You get the idea.
A nice cup of tea and a biscuit.
Makes your stuff go boom. Da-da-da. 4 more minutes. Now, this one takes a long time, everybody. This one you're just sitting here for most of the time. It's kind of like a tower defense kind of thing. A lot of these are, on different kind of gaming tropes, tower defense, or unlocking certain things, or it's a puzzle, or whatever it is. A lot of that kind of stuff. I just watch for anything moving. The thing about ants is you want to try to get ahead of them so they walk into your fire. That's a bunch. What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? Look at this, man. This thing's almost broken. Who's watching back here? You watching there? Man, this is like the worst I've ever seen it. There we go. It's done. All right. Now, that's a pretty big one. 250. GG. We almost got the weekly done as well. So the weeklies did reset. As you can see, We've got those all done. They reset yesterday. Or actually, yeah, no, they reset 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. Build anything in your workshop and all of that. We're going to try to get our dailies done first. Kill a mole miner and a legendary enemy. Give everybody a big love. Big love, everybody. Big love. Big love. All right, I'm out. Now, again, it's better to be in a group, everybody, because you are going to get bonus XP while you're in that group. Now, where can we go get some mole miners? I know there's a bunch down here. There's a lot of fun quests down here, especially this Hornwright testing site is a fun little spot. Or actually, hold on. We can go to the testing site 3. Now, there's a whole bunch of quests down here that we do all the time. Let's go to 2 first. That we do all the time where it's like, you know, it's the mole, where it's the excavator. Whatever it's called, I forget. It's a drill. The drill, yeah. The drill comes up out of the ground, and it's like a whole event that you do along that. And there's tons of mole miners out here. Now, they're here also when you're not doing that event, but usually they're spawning like crazy when you are doing that event. So if you have mole miners and you have that quest, then you're really styling, right? And you can go down, you can take a look. Now, again, I wish they would just take all the events and put them under events. Take away featured and put events, put all the events in one, and then camps, and then camps in the other one. It's real stupid. Because I got to look through every... Oh, Distant Thunder. Oh, hold on. Let's go to that one. Let's go to that one, because that one could have a legendary. And one of my favorite ones to do. Great for XP. Now, I've got 10 minutes to find a legendary, everybody. I probably am not going to find it in time. You know what? I should probably... I should probably just check and see if there is a legendary here, and if not, then bail out of here. Alright, now I gotta find out where the heck the turret is. Where the heck is the turret? Sometimes I don't know which one this one is. Look at this cultist versus... Oh, this is not the turret one. This one's actually kills so many scorched. And you know what? I'm going to opt out of this one. I'm going to opt out. I should have went where I was at. I should have done that one. Let's just bail out. Let's just bail out and go over there. Because I got to kill so many... I need to kill so many mobs before that runs out. And those are not the correct mobs that I need. And I literally have 9 minutes to make it happen. Now, some of these I'm not going to get done in time. And that's just the way it goes. Like maybe level up or whatnot. Sometimes I'll come over here and there'll be no mobs to kill. That's really a bummer. Kind of looks like that's the way it is right now. Someone else came over here and already cleared all the mobs. But a little thing, a way of kind of checking the area. Shoot in random directions and see if anything shoots back. I find that very, very effective in finding mobs. But yeah, nobody here. Yeah, it looks like somebody already came here and got him. Alright, let's go to the other one. Again, for every fast travel, we know what, we go into town too. We go into Beckley if we wanted to, or into Welch. Welch is a good one because you're by the Welch station there. You know what? Let's try Hornwright Test Site 2 and try that. There's actually a whole bunch of places along the bottom here that have molemen in it. There's also a really fun faction quest that you can do where you go around and you set all these radars and then it nukes them all, which is awesome. All right, here we go. Crickety, crickety. I hear you, Mr. Crickety. All right, let's see who we got down here. Anybody other than Mr. Crickety? Get wrecked, Mr. Crickety. I hate that cricket noise. It drives me crazy. Crazy. Okay, looks like apparently everybody's come over here and killed all the molemen. Really? Alright, well, let's run down into town here and see if we can find anybody. Or into the location down here. Now, I could go to the drill over there, but those are mostly ghouls, I find. And down here, this will probably be a combination of ghouls. Absolutely nobody here. Yeah, just a ghoul. Alright, well, not there either. Okay. Well, let's see. Rocket Filling Station. We can go to the train yard. Let's go to Welch. Or we can go to Beckley. Let's go to Welch. Let's see what we can find over there. Let's see what we can get going on there. Oh, we're at 3 retweets. Awesome. Let's try to get to 5. I'll give you guys some love. There we go. I think it retained workshop materials because of higher level players killing lower level players workshop. I don't know. I don't know why it is. I just noticed that it was retaining my circuitry because I was completely out of it. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like no mobs for me today. Wow, okay. Normally I pop in here, there's a few mobs that I can shoot. Apparently I'm not getting any of this done. Nobody really? Wow. People have been heavily clearing these guys. Now if I don't get it, oh well, no big deal. Because here's the thing. Normally the dailies will reset at noon. But it's actually 2 o'clock, which it just dawned on me that it's not 11:55. It's actually past 12, so I don't have to worry at all. I can go as long as I want. I have all the way till tomorrow before it resets. It just dawned on me. Because normally we get in around 11. It gives us about an hour to get those dailies done. But it just dawned on me that I don't have to do that. I have all day, everybody. I have all day until tomorrow because I already did yesterday's dailies. I already did those, and then today we have as much time as we need. But I try to get it done within an hour so that I can move on to Astroneer and other stuff. But if it runs a little long, well, that's what we'll do. We'll do it anyway. What do we got here? Raider Thief, huh? All right, Raider Thief. Who we got around here? Now, again, there's lots of different places. You don't need to tell me in the chat. Say, Kismet, go here and do this and do that. That's called backseat gaming, everybody. Don't do that. We're gonna take the journey. One of the fun things about playing a game is taking the journey and not just jumping to the end. Like you look stuff up and all of that. Oh, this is this collection point. It actually does suck away some of the fun for me anyway. I mean, maybe that's your idea of fun, of just knowing everything and just looking it up online and then jumping to it and doing all the achievements and all that stuff. Hey, that's your game. You do whatever you want. For me, I don't like doing that. I like to, well, I like explosions. I like to see what happens as I go along and as I play the game, which is really fun. Really, really fun. Okay, now, we're not finding anything there. What else do we want to try over here? We've got Ben West Tunnel. We've also got way up here, which we do know has a bunch of stuff up here at Minoga Mine, which I can never seem to find. There it is. Minoga Mine's another good one that has that. There's also the Radiation Rumble one that might have some outside. There is Uranium Fever, which is another great one for Molman. I don't see any of those up because that would be way too easy. I find it's never that easy, everybody. It's never that easy. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you get lucky and bam, you got an event up that goes along with it. We had robots right now. It would be awesome, an AOL one. AWOL. And we got some robots here. Yeah, see these, sometimes it random spawns different types of mobs. Monster. Yeah. I can kill those mobs or I cannot and say, screw it, not going to. So let's run down this way, run off these mobs. I'm not seeing barely any mobs in game today, man. What's up with this server, bro? Normally you run into lots of random mobs. At least I find I do. Except for when you're looking for them. Because that's the law of gaming, everybody. When you're looking for something, can't find it. Nothing to be found. Look at this. No mobs nowhere. Other than those few little bits of those. But, yeah, none there as well. So where is Uranium Fever? Now, I always forget exactly where this stuff is. We got the Mount Disposal site. That's Radiation Rumble there. Uranium Fever is, I know it's along here somewhere. I don't think this is Radiation Rumble. This is West Tech, which is your tons and tons of robots. You've got, did that one go off? Oh yeah, the AOL went off. The AOL one is West Tech. Or is it? No, it's Robco. Robco. Over there. So those are all off. Let's see where else. Well, let's go check out Kerwood Mine. Alright, let's go check that out. Let's go do that one. Now here, oh, here's the actual quest right here, everybody. This one right here, which actually brings up that, and then you have a bunch of mole men coming at you. That would be the ultimate one if that one popped up. Just go there and they just keep spawning and spawning and keep killing them, and GG. Alright, let's go see here what's at Kerwood Mine today. hear something. Puppies! Somebody shot at me. There they are. Oh, now they decided to show up. Awesome. And that's what I run out of. That's 1,000 shots, everybody. And that's the moment I run out. Alright, there's one. It's like pulling teeth today, everybody. Pulling teeth on these mobs. I hear you behind me. Somebody moving their feet. Yeah. Puppies. Bad puppy. Get some booze there. Good place to get some booze, apparently. Yeah, let's get it. Maybe we'll have a quest tomorrow that'll need some booze. What else we got going on? Nobody? Alright, well, let's go ahead and head into the mine if we can. Here's team leader. Ooh, Kismet kill box for 3.0. So there we go. Hey, Menturos, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, hello. We're going to show you some cool stuff here in a minute, everybody. We're going to try to get these quests done. But apparently, it's taking forever. Kind of feel like I'm running behind everybody else. You know what I mean? Everybody else is running around getting these Molmen or something. Now, there's actually a quest in this one as well. Another great one where you collect all these tokens that I completely ignore most of the time. I should turn them in. Now, see, I always feel like they're shooting from that way, but they're not. They're actually shooting from behind me, this way. It always feels like they're in the opposite direction of where they actually are. Keep that in mind. Alright, now I just happen to have a key, everybody, because, that one's barred. You have to go around. A lot of these already have the key, so I can just go in there. Now, this one's one of those ones where you can just jump down. Boom, into the water. Now, I highly suggest if you do that, especially if you're in power armor, that you go ahead and turn on your appropriate perks so you don't drown. Aqua boy. Now, this is really obnoxious to go around your power armor. Here's what I suggest you do. You just go, you know what? Screw that. Pick up your power armor. And then swim your way right back out of here. There you go. Now, here's the thing. You can't get back up real easy because there's no ladder there, right? There's no ladder to go that way, no ladder to go this way. So you have to find your way around. I highly suggest you just take your power armor off because look how much faster. I'm not even going fast, by the way. I'm not even holding down the shift. There's shift. And with Aqua Boy always at your side, you can cruise around here and find your way back out and whatnot. And there's usually mobs down here. But apparently today is the non-mob day. They're on vacation or something. Keep in mind I don't have my power armor now. So I gotta be a bit more careful. Oh yeah, stuff blowing up left and right over there. Nice. I work my way down here, finding some mobs I can shoot. You get the general idea. Oh, this is the guy here. He's got a rocket launcher. Alright, let's try to heal here. There's stem packs. Thank you very much. I feel like my stem packs are not being as effective as well. I probably have it switched out because of I was doing my fusion core collection, so I have home defense in there. Let's take that one back out. Put our enforcer back in. Take contractor back out again. And then put in our first aid. And now my stem packs are going to be much more effective. There we go. I can tell because it didn't go all the way back up to maximum. All right. Did we get our 15? I wasn't even watching. We did get a level up there. Let's see. We need the map. Let's see. We are 11 of 15. All right. So we need 4 more down here somewhere. A little back way here that you can run through. It runs down in the water. It helps you kind of bypass this area. And it will come back out, though, so that's the good news. Or you can explore all these little side areas. By the way, while you're down here, you want to be looking for ore. I can't remember where the ore is, or if there is ore in this one. But sometimes in a lot of these caves that you run into, you'll find ore down here. By the way, if you're starting to drown, there's a little spot right here. Where you can find ore and whatnot for you to collect. Like, some of them have lead, some of them have iron, all of that stuff. There's also a really cool suit that you can get down here that will help you. It's like a underwater suit, so if you don't have your Aqua Boy, you can use that as well. I find, obviously, the Aqua Boy way easier, because then you don't have to take off your armor. And again, there's lots of different places you can go to do the same thing I'm doing. Thought I heard something shuffling there. Ooh, always get that. Get the first aid. Man, I haven't been in here in a while. Now, here, look at this. Radiation suit. I give that to a level 2, and you can come fight some legendaries with us. Oh, wow. I don't have the key for that one. Look at me slacking. Look at me being a slacker. God, I could have sworn I had that key. Huh. It's around somewhere, everybody. I believe it's actually in this instance, if I remember correctly. That's around somewhere. Let's go ahead and get some additional loot. Ah, I knew you were around somewhere. Thought I heard you. Get vaporized. Those do not count toward Molman, by the way. And we've kind of run the thing here. We don't need to get that. We got hazmat suits. Maybe a rat away there. We can sell that later. There we go. Now, again, no backseat gaming, everybody. You don't have to say, Kismet, do this, Kismet, do that. I know some people who first come in the channel feel the need to tell people stuff. I'm not asking. I'm just kind of commentating as I'm running along. If I ask, you'll know the difference, because I'll say, hey, chat, tell me such and such thing. And then you'll know. It'll be super clear. All right. So, I think I killed a good amount of them here. Anybody else hiding back here? Just dogs. What all these dogs? I don't want dogs. I don't want mole rats. I want some molemen. Again, you also move way faster, by the way, without what the heck? Get behind me. Without your power armor. You move way faster. For sure. What the heck, gun? There we go. Gun just decided to stop firing. One of the things that I absolutely hate in this game is the stun lock. There's a stun lock that every single mob in the game has. It is so utterly obnoxious. There's somebody. Hey, what's up? Oh, and that's the moment my fusion core runs out. The timing is amazing. Yeah, so it's really obnoxious that every single mob in the game, they'll hit you, interrupt you, and then you're stuck in place, and then you gotta wait like 3 seconds to get out of there. It's killed me many a time because sometimes it'll interrupt me when I'm reloading or whatever, and while I'm reloading, I can't use a stim pack. I feel like they should completely take that out of the game. It doesn't add any value to the game. If you're PvP, and I understand you stun lock the other guy and it helps you battle the other guy and whatever, but as a PvE, if someone's playing just PvE, it does not add any fun to the actual game. So I believe it should be taken out. It's just obnoxious. It's just annoying. It doesn't make it fun. It makes it less fun that you're constantly getting interrupted by every single mob in the game. And so you have to sit there 3 seconds. Okay, now I can do something. Do something. And there are ways of countering it as well, but it just shouldn't be in the game. That's how it should be. They should just take it out, and then I don't have to worry about countering it because it's a stupid mechanic and it should be taken out of the game. There you go. At least I think so. Radiation Rumble is up. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Did it pop up and I didn't even see it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Thank you very much, Materos. Let's do it, bro. Let's go do it. Now, again, feel free to jump in my party, everybody. We're going to play some Astroneer here in a bit. First, we're going to do some 76. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, function in the event in the entire game. Radiation Rumble right here. It's pretty sweet. Still 5 minutes on the startup. And I do got a public team going, so feel free to go ahead and join the team. Now I'm going to get over here in my little spot since that guy's standing there. I typically like to stand right about here. This way when the mobs run up, they run into the side here and they have to come around the side. And then the people that always camp up there on the top, they can still get a clear shot without me blocking them. whatnot. Now, one of the toughest things about this is some people get overzealous and they just want to insta-kill all the mobs, which means that nobody else is getting any hits on the mob. So once I start shooting, I just keep on shooting and keep it going. Now, you notice that they're not starting it yet. The reason why they're not starting it is typically after another big event or typically before you start that, people will wait for others to show up. They'll wait for others to show up, and then they'll get it going. That's kind of creepy to turn around to that guy. There's Mentoros getting it going on. Why you not in my group, bro? Get in my group. I got room. Let's get some XP. I always have those on me, by the way, all the time, usually. I still have them on. Yeah, see, I got 4 of them on me. I always forget to use them every single day. That's why I've got like a bazillion of the suckers.
Rad X a day keeps the ghouls away.
This is true. All right, what other do we got? Let's go ahead and look at our, while we're waiting. What do we got? Kill legendary, mole miner, level up, daily challenge. What do we got? Build anything in the workshop. Daily obstacles, take care of himself. Advance, take care of itself. Kill a creature, take care of itself. 10 legendary enemies. That's some serious. And then repair. Okay. Repair being the hardest of all of those, everybody. The reason why repair is tough is you don't always need to repair your armor. I very rarely actually repair my power armor or my thing because every mob seems to have armor penetration, meaning that they goes right through my power armor made out of steel and goes right to me instead. I don't understand why that is, but such is the way it goes in this game. And rarely does my actual armor get damaged. Like you play Fallout 4 and you put some power armor on your companion, you get into one battle and that power armor is toast, bro. But not in this game. In this game, it is not like that. Again, just try to get a shot in before they kill him. I don't try to kill the mob. I just try to tag them. Then I'll ease up because that's the first round is done. Then the second round will come in and so on and so forth. Sometimes I'll go side to side just so I can tag the mobs on that side. And then back in my little spot. Now, I hate it when people run out there in the front. If you run out there in the front, you're screwing it up for everybody. Because what happens is it messes up the spawn and they don't spawn right outside there. You want them to spawn right around the corner and then run in here so everybody can tag them. Right? Again, look, I'm not trying to kill them all. And there's a bunch of them I'm going to miss because some people are just going to one-shot them. Like those ones right there. Look, I missed about 3 or 4 of them there because I literally couldn't get a shot in time. There's no benefit in insta-killing the mob. There's no benefit to you or to everybody else, right? Because it's instance loot. So it's instance for every person in the game. So if I tag it, someone else tags it, whether in my group or not in my group, they still get the loot. Look at this, everybody. There's number 1. There's number 1 already. So I use a weapon that doesn't necessarily... I can kill them if I want to. If I hold it on them long enough, they will definitely die. There's a 3-star there. They will absolutely die. If I hold it on him long enough, but that's not really my goal. Now, you always got this guy. Get out of there, guy. You screwed up the spot. Like this. And again, sometimes you'll get a hit in and sometimes you won't. There's another legendary. You want to definitely hit the legendaries. There's that level up. Kill a creature. That's getting going on. Kill legendary. That's 2 legendaries down now. Now you know why I like this particular quest. Notice how I just keep shooting. There's another legendary there. Holy mackerel. Legendaries. Again, I'm not going to get a shot in on any of those. Missed all of those. Oh, well. It's okay if you miss some. Believe me, there's going to be tons. Get out of there, guy! Loot later. Blocking our spawn. This happens every time, right? You got the noob out there looting in the middle of a battle. Like you don't count your chips when you're playing poker, everybody. Don't count your chips. Count those later. That's why I always stay back here. I always stay back so enough of these can spawn, and they'll just endlessly spawn over there. They'll just keep coming and coming and coming. I don't know if that's somebody I know because he's got like a number. Wow, the legendaries are real this time, man. He's got a number for a name, so if it is somebody in my chat, hey, what's up? Don't stand over there, if you don't mind. There's 4 legendary enemies down. Wow, that's a lot of legendaries so far. Yeah, just tag them. Let everybody else tag them. There's no reason to go over there and like hoard the mobs for yourself. There's no reason to do it. It doesn't do anybody any good. And I can try to get both sides as I do it, but I just stand over here now. Just less running back and forth and all of that. Try to tag these mobs as best I can. Try to time it in such a way that it goes somebody else. Now, some people actually go collect the ore, which is actually the purpose of this quest, is to go collect the ore, and then it makes it where you get better rewards. But the best reward for this quest is killing all these mobs. I'm telling you, we are going to get crazy tons of XP. And again, I'm not even trying to kill. I'm just trying to sweep them, everybody. I'm trying to sweep them with my weapon here. Another legendary. Get that legendary tag. Get them all tagged. There's about 3 or 4 of them I'm going to miss there. He likes me. He likes me a little too much. Get off me. Bump me. How dare you. Okay, bro. Get out of there. Bonus down. There we go. Come on, little ghoulies. Get in here. Again, I'm off to the side here so the people in the center can shoot down the center and get all the mobs as well. My goal is to get everybody to loot. Not just me. Another legendary there. Not just me, but everybody to get the loot. I'm not the one actually killing these guys. I'm just tagging them. All you need to do, I don't care what level you are. You can be level 5 right now. And sit here and just tag all these mobs. You make sure you got lots of ammo, though. This takes a lot of ammo in here. That's why I use fusion cores, because fusion cores are among the easiest ammo to make. And I'll show you here in a bit. And I'll show you a great secret that I discovered this weekend that I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I never thought of that. I can't believe I didn't think of that beforehand. Look at how many legendaries we're at. I think we're at 4 or 5. That's the moment my thing needs to respawn. Now, normally what you want to do, everybody, is go ahead and swap weapons. That don't bother. If I miss some, oh well. Oh well, no biggie. I'm still going to get plenty. Don't try to be too greedy. Yeah, oh, the mobs are mine. These are my mobs. These are my mobs, and this is my loot. A lot of people do that. They get all like it's theirs. Doesn't like belong to the whole like everybody playing the game. How easy it is just to stand here. Just literally stand here and tag stuff. I try to ease up on my loot, or up on my Chasm laser too. I don't have to collect as many fusion cores over the weekend as I did this weekend. I literally ran out of fusion cores. I had like 3 fusion cores left. There we go, another XP gain. Remember, every time we do that, that's a 100 score that's going on. There's always that guy, everybody. There's always that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, everybody. Messes with the spawn. As you can see, now it's like 2 coming around the corner. I mean, you got the whole team back here, standing back here, but dude thinks he's the first person who thought of running in there and shooting him over there. The first one that thought of doing that. Another legendary. To hit it a few times. A certain amount of damage on it. Wow, there we go. Now we're popping off. Right about there, I look down and see how much I have left and when I'm going to reload. Now I can manually reload, but I like to just let my fusion cores run out. If I miss a few, oh well. It happens. That's why I love this, everybody. This is just XP.com right here. Sometimes you have bad timing, like that. Again, everybody just tries to kill them as quick as possible. Now, if you do kill them pretty quick, of course, they respawn, and they respawn, and they respawn, so you get lots of respawn rounds, so you're going to have lots and lots of loot. Now, this actual event sometimes takes longer to loot than it actually does to do the event. I know. Because there is no AoE loot in this game. It is just simply a manual loot. And if you try to go in and pick everything up at once, you hit R and then R again, it sometimes crashes your game and then you lose all the loot. So you literally have to press E like 50 to 60 times to get this going on. Messing up the spawn sitting there, bro. Yeah, someone's actually collecting the ore. Look at you go. I never collect the ore, everybody. I just let the mobs keep coming in and coming in and coming in, because that's the best thing about this event. That massive amount of XP you're going to get. Now, look what you did. You went and screwed up the spawn. Now, it should be keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. If they stay out of there. They just stand right here. They'll have enough mobs for everybody. They got to run up there and try to keep all the mobs for themselves. Now, when people do this, you know what I'll do? I'll literally switch sides. I'll switch sides, go somewhere else. I'll stand right here and try to tag some of these mobs over here. Or I'll move up over here, try to tag mobs coming in. Now, you got another guy on the other side doing the same thing. He's over there blocking the spawn up on that side. Again, same thing. There's always a few extras at the end, everybody, so keep that in mind. Trying to shoot them. This is when I run to the end, try to tag any other mobs and drag them in. And same thing on this side. You run over here, see if there's any extras. There we go. A little bit of something over there. Snallygassers, I guess I could loot those. Those got a lot of acid and whatnot. Let's get some of those. Now, this is when everybody goes into loot mode, everybody, and they just get right on top of each other. Now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to look and see if they're legendary, because I am certainly not going to loot all this today. I don't feel like it. Not going to do it. You're like, Kismet, oh my god, that's like a bazillion tons of stuff. True that. That is a lot of loot. Shotgun shells, we'll get those. Less shotguns I got to make later. Let's get our stim packs right here. Turn our light on. Nothing I shot there. And then really, again, the only thing I'm really worried about is the legendaries. And the reason why I'm worried about the legendaries is the fact that I can turn those in and get loot from that. And again, I'll just kind of peek around. If I don't find all the legendaries, oh well. And I'll just loot the entirety of the legendaries so it'll disappear. So it won't be another one I have to look through. Shotgun shells. Again, there's a lot of good loot in here. I definitely suggest taking the time to loot it all. But if you're like me and you're like, hey, I got to move on to something else, just get the legendaries. Or any ammo that you need too. A lot of shotgun shells in here somewhere. It's in that group of mobs there. And fusion cells, those I can sell. Bobby pins, don't need them. I just look at the very first line. And if it's a legendary, then I just go ahead and get everything there. Etc.
My parents were miners.
See, sometimes people are standing on the loot, because for them, sometimes, by the way, the loot is in a different location than it is for you. So it may look like they're standing on your loot, but then you're standing on their loot. That kind of thing. Again, I'm just trying to find the legendaries hiding in here somewhere. Maybe, oh, there it was. If I see it, then I'll take a minute to focus on it. Okay, standing on the loot. Now, if somebody's in front of you, they actually block your ability to do stuff. Like, if I'm in someone's way there, if I walk in front of them, it'll actually stop them from looting. Sorry there, bro, but such is the way life is. There you go. Loot all you want. Again, as I run back, I'll just look and see if there's any legendaries. Look here. No. Up here.
No rad protection.
No, oh, there we go. Right there.
Have fun being a mutant.
And we'll get this. And that's it. I'm not looting any of that, everybody. I'm out. I'm out. What else we need to do? Kill more mole miners. One mole miner. We need to repair some armor. That's probably the hardest one of all of these, is repair your armor and all of that. I'm out of there. But normally I will go through and I'll loot all of that if I do have the time to do it, because that is a tremendous amount of resources. For sure. Hey, Natalie, what's up? How's your adventure in New World going? Oh, Natalie, I just got 40,000 tokens, rep tokens last night. In one night, I got my full armor set for level 40 in a single night. And I'm going to show you how to do it later. I'm going to show you how you can do it as well. You could be a gaming tycoon in New World just like me. Take my shoes off over there. Relax. Let's relax, everybody. Hairlum, very much appreciate the follow. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. I know you want XP, but who's collecting the ores for more XP? Some random person. Some random person I don't even know. I hope they change their minds about nerfing this event. I think it's awesome. I love that event. Did you get your 4K capture card finally? The resolution looks fantastic. I can play in 4K, but you guys can't see it. No, it's 1080. 1080, but I do have a high internet. I have a fiber optics, 1,000 up and 1,000 down. You mentioned a secret about getting fusion cards. Yes, Philip, I'm going to tell you all about it here in a moment. I got to get my dailies done first. I'm going to get those on lock, and then we're going to show you a little bit of that, and then we're going to play some Astroneer. All right, I'm almost done. All I got to do is kill one more mole miner. Now, I can also build anything in the workshop or camps. You know, the easiest thing to build in any camp is rugs. Rugs are probably the easiest of everything, especially if you have the one that says, hey, build some floor items. Now you know what to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of my power armor here, and I'm going to go ahead and work on that. It is super easy. You just go like this. You go all the way over here to floor decor, and then you go ahead and choose some cheap rug here. And let's say this one. This is kind of my favorite to do because it's super cheap. Just takes cloth and rubber, and I've got 14,000 cloth and 6,000 rubber. I'm not kidding. That's exactly what it says over there at the side. I got a lot, everybody. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to exceed my workshop budget because mine's pretty involved. And so what I'm going to do is not store them, scrap them, like so. And it's going to burn up your resources. Sometimes it doesn't want to scrap. It decides it wants to jump instead. You used to do that a lot, too, when you were running power lines. Instead of running the power line, when you hit spacebar to tell it to do it, it would jump. There we go. So make sure you scrap them, because then it gives you your budget back, as well as if you store them, it doesn't count as a new one. It does count as a new one if you scrap them. There we go. And I literally just kind of do them in a semicircle. And then they're really easy to hit R and then spacebar to take out. And I don't even look. See this thing popping up here behind me? This thing, I don't even look at that thing. I just keep putting them down until it says the event is done. That thing takes forever. I don't know why that thing is so incredibly slow. Maybe they made that animations, the animation that makes it slow. I just ignore that and wait for it to say, hey, you got it done. Congratulations. Or you could actually count it, but I don't. I don't. I just do it until it says the event, you finish the event. Must be getting close. There it is. See the event thing pop up? That's how you know you got it done. That thing's still 5 behind. It's still 5 behind, everybody. All right, so we got that done. That's for our weekly. Look at that. Bam! Ranked up. Wow. Yes, I logged in. I was ranked 72, though I did have 73 unlocked. I unlocked 73. I'm now 76. Convenient number, isn't it? Rank 76. Oh, Encrypted's going on right now. Oh, we can't skip Encrypted, bro. Let's go. Come on. We want to go do that. Encrypted is one of those ones that if you have as many people as you got on right now that you saw making that radiation rumble pop, this Encrypted is going to go by very, very quickly.
All right, listen up, agents.
Now, this is one of the toughest ones in the game. It is incredibly painful to do this particular quest. Now, what I do is I'm like the bait. So I stand over here on this rock, hill, there we go, on this hill where this thing is sticking out. Then what's going to happen is we're going to sit here for a bit while everybody figures out, oh wait, radiation, or Encrypted is up. Again, this is one of the hardest ones in the game. I don't know if it's really worth it because you're going to burn a bunch of stem packs and you're going to get smacked by this boss. This boss hurts really bad no matter what level you are. I'm almost 400, and the dude can two-shot me in my power armor sometimes. So we're going to mute that sound. And so one of the smart things that people do is they actually wait for other people. which I really think is cool because they're doing it organically. All these people don't know each other. I mean, I know Menturos. I saw him over there somewhere. He's hiding over there somewhere. I know him. But all these other people are just random people doing these events. And I love that about the game. It encourages team play. It's probably one of their most... Oh, I know Tardis. What's up, Tardis? What up, bro? And see, they also have this awesome emote wheel where I can say, much love, bro. Much love to you, Tardis. As well. Hey, if I knew you guys were coming in, I'd get you guys in group. That guy looks very grumpy. He looks very grumpy when he's saluting. So big love, big love. So what's going to happen here is well, a mob's going to spawn. And then 3 people have to click these things. So the mob becomes vulnerable. And then we got to shoot the mob. Now, what I usually do is I kite the mob up here at the top. This way it gives some time for to get all fired up. And then once it gets fired up, they're not on the people doing the thing. They're on this over here. Oh my god, I almost forgot my power armor. Now this guy could just absolutely one-shot me without my power armor. I better get my power armor. Go ahead. Yeah, oh god, here we go. Oh, okay. Just poof. We're in the power armor. Yeah, oh. There we go. Waiting for server response, everybody. Let's say we got 50-50 chance. Are we going to get kicked? Or is it going to come back? Place your bets in the chat. 1, the server's going to come back. 2, the server's going to die. Let me know in the chat. Quick, vote before it happens. Also, a perfect time to do some battles. I was waiting for my stream. My stream raiders is still updating over here. Hold on, everybody. I've been waiting for it to update here. We can get some battles in at least a couple. All right, I think it's broken. I think it's broken. I got to quit out of it, relodge it. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I think it's working. Oh, and there we go. Oh, we got another event going on. Oh, that's why that is. All right, let's do a battle while we're waiting for this mess of a server to do its thing. To battle! All right, new event. You know how much I love Stream Raiders. Pretty awesome, called Poltergeist. It ends in 20 days. We get new candy cane currency. We can get some tokens and unlock some new event badges. We can do that stuff. Now, I don't think I'm going to do battle mode today, but we'll probably do battle mode tomorrow for you guys. And then we got a bunch of gifts and whatnot from the last one. Look at all these cool stuff we got. At the end, we're going to go ahead and enter the event. And then, you know what we're going to do is we're going to start right up a battle. Now, if you've never played any Stream Raiders with us, oh, lots of ones in the chat. Yeah, hey, you guys are thinking positive. There we go. Server's back. There we go. The power of positive thinking. Now, if you get in the purple here, it's going to all be in one spot. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right here on the side. And if we all gather around, any mob that's out here is going to come toward us. Kind of a weird thing. Oh, they started it up. All right, hold on. Let's get into it. All right, everybody. Let's get the sound on. Let's get to it. Yeah, it's after me. Mommy! I guess my job is just to kind of keep busy. He disappears on me all the time. There he is. There we go. I know where he's at. Over there. Alright, now we need some conduits. Now, sometimes these quests are way behind. Like it says, hey, everybody, activate the pylons, but they're already activated. So I suggest, whoa, here he comes. I suggest right at this point that you shoot at him because he's going to insta-die the second this fires up. Always somebody runs in front of me. Yow, yow, yow. Now I'll shoot about that much and then I'll stop because I know I'm going to get credit. Right, the trick to it is look at where he dies at. Now the battle after the battle has begun. I don't even know where he died at. I'll look for him later. But this is when you go ahead and you tag all these robots. Because you know what's going to happen? All these people are going to shoot these robots, and you're going to get all the XP for it. And so will they. Now the tough part. Finding out where the sheep-squatch went. In the water. I don't know where he at. But I'm definitely getting some XP. I think it was over here somewhere. Sheep-squatch. Yoo-hoo. Anybody know where the sheep-squatch is? Let me know. I don't know. He vanished. Lots of robots. This is why I try to keep him around the center, too. He's just easier to find than when he ran off there. You know where the sheep-squatch is at. Do me a solid and give me a little over here, Kismet. He might despawn by the time I find him, too. At this rate. Definitely tagged him somewhere. Oh, there's a legendary mob right there. Is that him? I don't know. Was that him I got? I thought that was a robot. I mean, there was a legendary there. There was a legendary. I didn't look at what the name was. I thought it was a robot. Oh, well. If I don't get it, no big deal. Believe me, I got plenty of cash here, but it's not like I'm hurting for cash. That's for sure. So, yeah, he was right about here. I was shooting him here. And then, so he could have got blasted into the water, number one. Or he could have got, like, knockback or worse, vaporized. The problem when you're using like a goo gun or a laser gun like mine is the mob gets vaporized, and then they're very hard to find because they're like a clump of glue, clump of goo somewhere under some bush that you can't find, right? Or someone uses an explosive weapon like this, and then they get knocked around, and they end up, you know, down the way like that, right? And then they roll all the way down the hill. See? Roll all the way down the hill, and then you can't find the mob. But again, really the event is worth more than anything else because it's giving you that XP towards your score. And that's really why I'm in the game right now, is to build up that score level so that we're unlocking our scoreboard. And so we just unlocked a bunch of stuff. Mean green. There you go. Brainwash posters, which does not have an icon. That definitely needs to be fixed. Mistress T6 paint, and we are now a rank 76. Awesome. Alright, still need that mole miner. We need to repair some stuff, and we need to kill 2 more legendary enemies, and we are running over by about 30 minutes. Let's go see if we can find some more mole miners. What would be abandoned mine shaft, maybe? Alright, so I haven't been there in this playthrough. The headquarters actually has, those actually have robots. Mole miners are around here somewhere. Huh. Alright, let's go to this quarry over here. I haven't been to that quarry in a long time. Let's go check that out. Let's go check it out over there. So I'm glad the server came back. That was good. I didn't get wrecked. Now, again, remember, I'm doing dailies every day, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, here we go. There's somewhere where people haven't killed all the mobs. I literally only need to kill one. And then I'm going to do everybody in the game a solid and try not to kill every single mob in the area. If they're shooting me, I'm shooting back, though. Just so I can get out of aggro. This is also another great spot for finding them down here at these little mines. This is actually another event right here where the little thing comes up. And they usually run down from up here. Another great way to get mole miners. But I'm just going to, you know, do everybody solid on the server and try not to kill every single one. Now, if we had, surface to air would be a good one. Hey, I'm trying not to kill you guys. If you want to get up in my business, then you're going to die. Get out of here. Get smoked. All right. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is so I can teleport out. I'm trying to teleport out of here. Because otherwise it takes, like, you know, it has to count down for 20 seconds. You're sitting there going, day, derp, day, derp, day, derp, derp, while you're waiting for it to count down. All right. Again, I'm going to show you an awesome trick with the workshops, everybody. This is going to be a workshop trick that I'm sure some of you thought of that I never thought of. I just, like, all of a sudden went, oh, my God. I haven't been doing that all this time, and I could have been getting crazy tons of loot all this time. Okay, so what was the other thing we need to do? Repair some power armor. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get a bunch of drops, right, from everything that you just did, including just, like, regular weapons and things like that that you're going to get. I'm going to go ahead and get out of my power armor here, and I'm going to go into my crafting set. This is awesome, by the way, that they added this. I bought a bunch of extra things here with my atoms to have a bunch of different sets, but I usually only use the two, crafting and then my shotgun set. It's both heavy weapon and shotgun, by the way, because I use the pepper shaker. So very cool. So what we're going to do is, again, our quest is to... Oh, map. To repair armor, weapons, or power armor. So one of the things that definitely gets damaged while I'm out and about is my Gatling laser. So there's the first one I can do there. Now, if I don't have enough circuitry, I actually can't do this because it does take circuitry. It takes about 5 circuitry to make that happen. I do have a crazy ton of repair kits, which also count, by the way. So I'll go look and see if any of my primary weapons. Now, if you notice, my weapons have a Z on them. The reason why is, as you can see, they're at the bottom, and they're separated from the ones at the top. So I know which ones are mine, and which ones are the ones I'm going to trade in here in just a moment. And so I'm going to look for any ones that are damaged, and I'm going to hope that they're damaged. I want them to be damaged so I can repair them. In this case, very unlucky, cannot repair any of those. So over here on the armor, okay, I saw one there that can be repaired. Now I'm just going to repair it just to repair it. Like that, and then same thing here. So you don't want to scrap this stuff too quickly if you've got a quest to repair stuff, right? And I just check it anyway. Even if it looks like it doesn't need to be repaired, I check and look and see. Now here's the thing: my regular armor and my power armor very rarely ever need to be repaired. I feel like it's a huge fail in the game that I never have to repair it, meaning that the mobs are not actually shooting my power armor. Meaning that I'm taking all the damage, but sometimes you can find some power armor that you can also repair, which I'm going to do. And yes, I'm wasting resources, but you know, hey, it's gonna get my thing done all that much faster. Now look, my normal power armor, 0 damage, everybody, 0 damage. And then after I check it, I'll just pick it up. All right, so now I've done all of those. Now, along with my other daily quests, I do turn in legendaries. So we'll go ahead and grab any legendaries that we just got. I don't put them in my bank anymore. I just try to, you know, whatever I got is what I trade in for the day. So I don't have a full inventory every time I log in, because that's just too, it's just too obnoxious. It really sucks the fun out of the game for me. I absolutely don't like doing it. I hate micromanage that inventory every single day. And I like managing inventories. I mean, I'm super looter, everybody. So I don't really mind it that much. But what's really annoying is the fact that you just don't have enough space. It doesn't matter. I mean, especially years into the game. Imagine the people who didn't restart. Who didn't restart 5 times like me. Yeah, those people are really hurting. And you'll see me go around and do all my standard stuff. I'll collect my purified water, which is an infinite amount of water. Never runs out of water, so it's an infinite amount of caps. Because purified water is one of those things that you can generate, along with junk and other things, that you can generate an infinite amount and then sell it to the bank. So I can literally make millions, trillions, quadrillions of caps, an infinite amount of caps, and these are the things I always try to figure out first in games. And that's why I have an infinite amount of caps. I've literally made millions, billions, and trillions of caps across all the Fallout series, for sure. For sure, because I always look for that kind of stuff. Okay, so again, we've done 5 of 15. If we don't get it done, that's okay, because guess what, everybody? That is going to be, we already got our days done. That's going to be a weekly, so we can work on a little bit more of that tomorrow. Same thing with our legendary enemies. You don't have to get all these done in the first day, everybody. We got 2 more days to work on them. And then Saturday as well, which I'll do that offline. So we can try to get those done. Now, if I don't get it done by like Thursday, then Thursday I will go ahead and try to finish those up, so I don't have to worry about it as much on Saturday. And on Saturday I do dual daily. So I get on about 10 or 11 o'clock offline, off stream. Then I go ahead and do my daily ops. I always should do that one first, because that's usually the hardest one to find a group for. And then it's not that hard. You just keep jumping servers until you see someone say daily ops. You get in there, you jump in the daily ops to encourage them to jump in the daily ops. Then once people see that people are in a daily ops group and they're actually in the daily ops, they'll join your group and they'll come in. You get it done quick and easy, like you saw me do it earlier. And again, if my crew needs it, then I will help them as well. What's up, Jago? If my crew needs it, I will go in and help them as well. So that's my dailies for today. Now I'm going to go show you that awesome thing that I discovered, everybody. And it's going to be so simple and so amazing that I hadn't thought of it until this very moment. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to jump out of there so I'm not in competition with other people. I'm not doing PvP. I don't want no PvP in my Fallout, everybody. I mean, if it's a separate mode, that's fine. But if I'm just running around trying to grab some workshops and stuff, I think they should completely take the PvP completely out of the adventure mode. Just drain that whole thing out of there. Take that whole PvP system out of there and make it a cooperative thing and not fight. We all fight against each other. All of us Vault Dwellers, we don't want to fight versus each other. We're trying to win the hearts and minds of the Wasteland. If you're shooting all the people in the Wasteland, that's not winning the hearts and minds of them. We're trying to rebuild society, and it gives you hope for real life, everybody. There's enough people out there who would really go out and try to rebuild, who try to rebuild the world, right, after the bombs drop. There's always those who want to watch the world burn, though. Those are usually the 3 to 5%. But luckily, the Fallout community is awesome, where 95% of them work together, and they give all the newbies stem packs and something to get them started in the game and all of that. That's the true Fallout community, I think. It's not the one that wants to, sabotage each other's gameplay and be jerks to each other and all of that stuff. Those are all the, the people with low self-esteem issues. That feel like they got to prove something to somebody. Look at me, I'm a PvPer. Look how good I am. You suck, I'm the best. Look how better than I am at you than PvP. Oh my God, it's tied to my ego. I have this big ego that I have to fill up with that stuff, and it doesn't work because you fill up nothing with nothing, everybody. It doesn't work. It's like trying to fill up a pitcher with air. It's already got air in there, everybody. It's empty. There's nothing in there. You have nothing to pour in there. Joy is a much better way of filling it up than with hatred and stuff, because that's going to stain your soul to get real deep, everybody. That stuff stains your soul over a long period of time. Okay, let me show you some cool stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get in our power armor here, and we'll get into our other set here, because we're going to do some pew-pew for a moment. So in my shotgun set, you saw earlier if you were watching, that I took my enforcer out up here. And then I put in my home defense, and then the same thing over here. I took out my stem pack, because, these mobs aren't that tough when I'm running around. And I put in contractor. Now, contractor allows me to build stuff in my workshops, and that includes the PvP areas, or called the workshop areas, as well as home defense allows me to do the better turrets. So I'll turn those on right away when I go out to do this. And then I'll get my power armor out, because we're going to pew-pew some stuff. By the way, once I have this set up, I stopped using my power armor because the focus of what I'm doing typically is collecting fusion cores. That's his primary mission. And I'm going to set it up where I collect some fusion cores, and I'm going to run around and do it, and then I'm literally just going to throw it away. Because I did learn that it does retain your materials. I'm going to show you all of that stuff right now real quick. Now, we're going to be running behind on Astroneer. Don't worry about it, everybody. We'll get it started up. This doesn't take too long. And I'm going to show you a great way of maximizing your time in doing this as well. Now, there's 4 areas that I'm going to take over. Sometimes I take over more, but usually 4 areas are the optimum. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go to Poseidon. It's going to give us this stupid quest. I'm going to have to listen to it for the umpteenth bazillionth time. And so I'm going to mute it right there. And then I'm going to immediately go in and I'm going to turn the quest off. I'm going to click on it and say toggle active, turn that off. And then I'm going to wipe out some mobs. First thing I'm going to do is shoot this car over here to get him fired up. Now, while that lady's talking, I'm going to have the sound off because I'm tired of listening to it. It should come up once a day. When you're in game, if you don't log out, it should only say the dialogue once. And that's it. All right, there we go. Now we're back at it. Let's get our sound back on. Now, sometimes I'm just shooting to get their attention so they run toward me. This makes it easier for me to blast them. Whatnot. See, now they're coming at me. See, they come to me instead of me trying to track them down. Like that. And there's one more. Usually over here by this van. I just shoot the van. If they're close enough. If he's close enough, he'll actually die to the van explosion. Which is cool. And there's also a whole bunch of explosive stuff there. Alright, so that's it. Just a few mobs you gotta take out. Bada bing, bada boom. And you're like, well, Kismet, what does this have to do with the awesome thing? Oh, you'll see. But it's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna be amazing. I'm sure some of you have already thought of it. I had not thought of it. I've been playing this game since it launched, everybody. 3 years in. And I had just thought of it over the weekend. I'm like, oh my god, why have I not been doing that? That's just a bunch more resources. And I'll show you, I've made a bunch of blueprints. This game has the ability to blueprint stuff in your workshop. Which makes it a lot easier when you come back. There we go. I've claimed the workshop. When you come back, you can go to your blueprints here. Now, the first one that I do is this one right here, which is the fusion generator. If you don't have the fusion generator yet, you can use the smaller ones. But I'm literally going to kind of nestle it over here in the corner. I'm going to put it up as high as I can. And it keeps mobs from shooting it up there and around the corner. And I'm going to start up that fusion generator. Then I'm going to go over here. And you guys have seen me do this before. Believe me, we'll get to the cool part here in just a second. And we'll go over here to resources, and I'm going to get shot at a little bit, but I want to get these started right away so they start collecting those resources. Now, these guys are going to come up, and they want to get, they want to get some hugs. I'll give them a hug. I call it the Kismet kill box. And I like to put my Kismet kill box right there. Now, once they start to shoot me right here, now once the kill box realizes that they're bad, and they're trying to kill me, oh, let me go to my shotgun. Then the kill box is going to start firing off. There we go. Now, the kill box doesn't seem, the turrets don't seem to click in until they realize that you are there. Now, by the way, I can pick that out, by the way. So it gives more open room for that to shoot at all the baddies. And that's why I call it a Kismet kill box. So there we go. So we got that one over there. It also removed the car there, if you noticed. It removed the car in that area. Now, over here, same thing. Now, remember, if you look up there in the upper right, I have 60 circuitry on my character right now, but this remembered the circuitry from before. Now watch this over here. All I gotta do is just, hey you, hey guy. And Kismet kill box takes care of business. Now also there's a Grafton monster over here, which does count as an encrypted, by the way. If you do have kill so many encrypteds, right over here, kill the Grafton monster. Usually hiding around here somewhere. He wanders around here. But one of the funny things that I find, if I put a turret right here, which I kind of do a cross turret right out the road here so it can shoot across this way. And I usually put one in there as well. But I'll put one right here on the edge because it'll actually kill the Grafton monster and then also any other mobs that happen to do it. Again, I'm lining it up with this side road. I put it as far as I can this way. Bam, Kismet kill box in place, good to go. Remember, you have your turret perk card on. Now, same thing over here. Mobs have a tendency to spawn over here by this NPC. So I'll go ahead and put one over here. Now, remember, it retains your circuitry, so you're not wasting it. I thought you were. Now, we're also going to need to defend it. And again, the NPC is usually right over there chopping that wood. Yeah, there we go. NPC is on it right there. Now, another thing you can do to make it a bit easier on your kill boxes is to go ahead and remove the vans and remove the front of these vehicles like this. And then your kill box will have more of a straight shot. And then I do another one here, which again is another crossfire. I want to make sure that I can see down that way. And then these turrets can also shoot way out here if it needs to. Because sometimes the super mutants will spawn this way. And this is probably my primary turret. And you'll see me turn it just a little bit at an angle. This way it'll bring all 4 turrets to bear on that side. If they're far enough away or if they're up there on the top. That'll do a pretty good job. Now, I've got about 40 seconds to defend this area, but I'm not going to. Now, there's 2 other things that I could do. I could go ahead and put my shelter down. And sometimes I do. I'll put a shelter down here. And I will just kind of chill out while I'm waiting for my fusions. Now, one of the most awkward things is putting this shelter down. Because it'll say it's floating or something like that. And sometimes you put it down and it's in the tree. It's really awkward compared to Fallout 4. But it will actually go right here if you can get it at the right combo. But what I did is I actually made a little smaller version of it, this right here. Now this right here should go in. Now it says it's red, but you know what? Don't listen to it. Because Kismet know better. Did you know that you can put down one of these collectrons, and you can put down a beehive and other collectible stuff at every single workshop that you take over? So not only are you getting fusion cores, you're getting lead, you're getting aluminum, you're getting steel, you're getting all of that. But you're also getting individually, these are individual junk spots, right? Because that's what this basically is. This is a junk node, right? This is an individual junk node and an individual honey node. Why do you think I got 80 honey now? That's because I put this in every single workshop I take over. Now, normally I don't sit here and defend it. I will jump to the next one, but since I was explaining it, it came up. Also, a real annoying thing is the dog goes in here and you got to go chase him down. It's really annoying. Really annoying. In there, no. And so I've got my turrets in all the places in which the mobs typically spawn. But one of the things that happens, and it happens a lot, is the mobs will get back here in the corner over here, which is annoying, or they'll be way over here and not have to run all the way in the back and try to find them. They'll get stuck in the doorways. Now, one of the things they'll spawn way back here in the corner, even though that's not even by your workshop. I think they should only spawn right next. There they go. Only spawn next to your workshop. Now, the Kismet kill box is going to do its job because I'm here, especially if I just go ahead and shoot at them and grab their aggro like this. The second I grab their aggro, kill box is on it, right? Boom. Easy mode. Now, sometimes it'll automatically work as well. As long as you're here, it does a good job. Now, sometimes it works when you're not around, but not really. It doesn't do a good job, everybody. It really doesn't. It only does a great job if you're around. Now, I find wherever you find one is usually where the rest of them are. There we go. Right, so if they spawned over here, they're usually around here. Makes me want to build something there to block that every time. But I don't waste my time. All right, now I hear the NPC shooting way out here, so maybe they're a mob on them. You hit some Q. Now, what can happen sometimes is this quest can get glitched out, or a lot of times it gets glitched out. And so you're like, where are the mobs, right? They're not on your radar until they get to a low point like they are now. And now it's saying, hey, there's a bunch of mobs over this way. Now, these mobs are not in your zone. They're over here on the side, like I said. So go ahead and tag them a little bit. Just try to get their attention. And then the kill box is going to do its thing. All right, now you defended it. There you go. Now, what's going to do is it's going to take about 20 minutes for it to make 3 fusion cores. That's as many as it's going to make maximum. Now, you're like, well, Kismet, aren't you going to power up the power plant? No, I'm not going to do that. It takes forever. Even if you do the minimum thing, unless you're going to be playing for like 8 hours or 6 to 8 hours, I would never power up those power plants. If you can make the fusion generator, just make a fusion generator, run it over there, GG. Go AFK for 20 minutes, come back, get 3 fusion cores. Because that's what I'm going to do. That's a 100% fusion core, by the way. Bam! That's 1,000 shots right there of my weapon. So that's number 1, right? Now, let's go to number 2. Number 2, right over here, Minoga, which I didn't even know until recently actually had an actual place. Right now, look at this, everybody. Look, it just says fusion core. But that's not true. It is absolutely not true. There is actually more resources there that's not on that list. And it's also a power plant. Power plants have fusion generating locations. And some of you have seen me do this before. But the revelation was that I could add a junk spot and a honey collecting spot to each and every single location. And I noticed that when I did leave and come back, I got all of the resources that I used previously in that particular spot, retains it in that workshop. So if I'm out of circuitry and I take it over, guess what? It's already got circuitry built in now to that workshop, which is awesome. Now, I don't know if that's a feature because it's awesome, or that was a mistake, which they should not touch it or nerf it or do anything with it because it's amazing. Leave it as is. You know, when things are great, leave them. Don't mess with that stuff. All right, so now I'm going to try to claim the workshop here. And again, if you look right there in front of me, another fusion generator. So let's go to the Gatling laser. And in we go. We're going to have some ghoulies to shoot. And, of course, that's the moment I have to reload my gun. I like the back pedal just to draw them all out because it's easier to shoot them out in the open. Do a little ring around the rosies. And that's literally it. Kill 3 ghoul, GG. Again, look right here. Whoop, whoop, fusion core processor. Now I go back to my shotgun just so I run faster. I put my shotgun away. And the workshop is right over here. Now I'll go ahead and walk back over on this side. And I'll show you a great little trick here. Instead of using the stairwells and whatnot, which is normally what I would do, there's a great little ledge right up here for you to use in this particular workshop. So it's not getting blown up all the time. Sometimes I do find it get blown up. Range mobs sometimes blow up my fusion core processors and whatnot. You can see it's taking a little bit of damage already. But I'll go right here. Now again, remember this is my private world, right? This is my private world. The only buddy who can access my private world is people on my friends list. And they know if they do any PvP or anything like that, they will get insta-booted from that friends list. Because we work together, not against each other on my server. It's as simple as that. Boom, right there. And then run that. And now you're making 6 fusion cores instead of 3. You're welcome. Now, you know what else we need? We need ammo, right? So the first one I did was lead. Did you see I did the resource for lead in Poseidon? Well, guess what? Right over here on the side. And I don't know why it's way the heck over here on the side. I think I could probably tap into some of this other stuff. But it's way over here on the side, which is a power generator. You're like, well, Kevin, why don't you just run off of there? Because that needs that full thing. It needs 100 to run. And again, remember, I keep those resources. So that means I can keep doing this an infinite amount of time. Now, you can't do it from here because the panel's broken. But you can do it from this connector right up here. You run it over here. You connect it together. You hit E. You pick it up. And you start to walk it in this direction. And you put that down. You make another one. You connect those together. And you walk them in this direction. Now, what I'm trying to do is walk it toward the resource node. There's a resource node there. You're welcome to get that one, too, while you're at it. But I walk it in such a way that it takes out the car for me. Oh, or not. Unless it doesn't feel like doing it today. Let's try it again. Come on now. Place down there. It needs support. Come on. You do it. You did it before. Why are you not doing it again? There we go. Now, I can just go in again and hit R for remove. Now, some of this stuff, when you remove it, you actually get resources, and then some of it you don't. Like those cars, you don't get resources for that. And then we'll go ahead and move this way over here, and that should be good enough. And then right here, again, now while I'm doing this, by the way, it's going to be cycling through its various, hey, you need to defend this particular area. Now, that's acid. So now I've got lead, acid, right, going on. Now, you also need to think, well, how are you going to run through here, right? How are you going to run through here when you're collecting the loot later on? A good thing to keep in mind while you're doing that, and we'll do that battle here in just a second. Now, I suggest turrets right up here because they spawn in this forest over here, and then a turret right up here against this fence, so they have to run around to get to the turret and get smoked when they spawn over there. You see, I've got 2 on that side. Now, they also do spawn sometimes way out on the side there. I don't really worry about it. Those 2 will defend this whole inner area here. And then on the other side here, I usually put one right here in this doorway. This way I can run out there in the open, and then the turret will defend it. Also a great way to get up onto the turret if you've got mobs that are trying to get to you. So I'll just put it literally right there. And then mobs that are trying to get to me, I could try to go under, or I can try to, if I got a jetpack, I could jump over. Or I can move it even closer, but I don't like to glitch out. I like to push it out a little bit. You can push it out a little bit further so you can run up the ramp if you want to. I don't really worry about it. I get out here, and then I try to tag all the mobs that are over there or over here or wherever, and try to drag them into the center spot so the Kismet kill box can wipe them out. Now, that's it. That one's done. That one's ready to rock. Nothing else I need to do. And so that'll produce fusion cores for me as long as I want to be in game. Every 20 minutes. Oh, here we go. More rats coming up. Speaking of, here we go. Now, see, I just tag them. I don't have to actually kill them. I just tag them, and they'll spawn. And I hear them going over there, and that one found me over here. There we go. Now, the reason why I want to tag it is because if I don't tag it, I don't get credit. Right? I don't get credit for killing it. I don't get the XP. I don't get all the loot. All the food and forks and all of that other stuff. That spawned in there. And they keep spawning on this side, but really, I hear them over here. Let's sounds like they're in the ground over here. And mole rats are the worst because they're just like doing annoying stuff most of the time. But I'll run over here and try to activate it, and so they run behind me. And there we go. Oh, there's a 3-star in there. There it is. That one you definitely want to hit. Because of my shotgun. And there we go. We defended that. Now you can do this all day, everybody. You just keep rotating between these and keep getting events and keep getting events, keep getting events. Now before we move on to the next one, let's do a battle. And then I'll show you my next one I do. To battle! All right, it's battle time, everybody. Let's just go ahead and fast shoot run you guys in there. Or actually, that was kind of dumb because I just realized we were stuck in place. Oh, well. We'll get that going on. All right, now another thing that's happening right now is just saying, hey, you need to power up Minoga. And I'm like, nope. So we don't have to listen to that dumb dialogue again. I mean, it's great the first time, but after the 9 millionth time, I'm so over listening to that same long dialogue every single time. Such and such power plant is offline. Such and such thing. I feel like that kind of is one of the biggest annoyance of Fallout 76 is the overlapping audio and the constant saying the same quest lines over and over again. Especially when you played it for as long as me. There you go. 50% Charlie. There you go. And again, thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Wow, only 15 units. We got to fire up some Stream Raiders here, everybody. I know I've been slacking on it, but we're going to have to fire it up. We got an event going here. We're going to start doing some battle modes again. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. I didn't even put that on my schedule. I didn't realize it was going to drop this week. Had I known, I would have probably scheduled it in for today as well. But I got a bazillion tons of things to do. And, man, we're going to run out of time and play some Astroneer here in a minute. We'll play it. Don't worry. We'll get into it. All right. Doing good. 41. Wait a minute. Why did it say 15? We got more than 15. It's like 41 allies. Or do we get people on our side? I don't know what the heck is going on here. What the heck is my guy doing? He's way up there in the corner. I can barely even see this one. It's so dark. I guess you guys can see it on stream, but on my other monitor over here, it's so dark. Maybe I gotta angle it. Hold on. Ah, there we go. There we go. My monitor was tilted forward. You know how it is when it's straight, not angled toward your face. Yeah, I was cleaning all my monitors and cleaning all my office. I was cleaning out my computers as well. Got dust off the vents and all of that stuff. Always good to do, everybody. Make sure to clear off that dust, man. Dust, #1 killer of computers. This thing's going to overheat, and then that'll be it. GG on your very expensive video card. I suggest to do it twice a year. During summertime and about now, October, November, December, depending on if you have a lot of dust in your location. Especially if you have it on the floor, everybody. Do not have your computer on the floor. Get it off the floor right now. Not when it's on, though. Get it off the floor, everybody. I don't care if you only got this much up off the floor. It'll reduce the dust by about 75% if you have it this much up off the floor. Mine, I keep actually at desk level. You don't want to keep it up really high because, you know, that's where all the heat is up, you know, because heat rises. So you want it to be about halfway up in whatever room you're in because, one, it collects a lot less dust and dirt and pet dander and pet hair and all that other stuff that gets in people's computers. And I found that is the optimal way to make your computer last as long as is humanly possible, to have it up on a desk. Now, I have a separate desk that I have on mine. Some of you have seen the shot of my wide layout here. I did a wide shot of it. People are like, it's too cramped. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I can stretch out, everybody. It's because it's wide angle view. And when you look at a wide angle view, it looks like it's smaller than it is. I don't know. I still haven't redone that video yet. I haven't got around to it, everybody. Only so much I can do. All right, let's give you guys some love. Bam, Tardis getting some love. Mighty X-Ray getting some love as well. Fergu coming through. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it was only 15 units, but somehow we converted some of those other units onto our side. Awesome. Whoa, okay. Oh, wow. First thing, we already getting some candy. Bronze costume berserker. Some flag bearer scrolls. I don't need any of those. I do these because of the legendary scrolls, everybody. The legendary scrolls are where it's at. And I have a feeling there's going to be some legendary scrolls in here. Oh, yeah, look, Mage, Templar. That's why we do battle mode, everybody, so we can get you guys as much maximum loot as possible. We'll get into that for sure. Scrolls up here. Let's see, what do we got right here? Oh, God, I got like 9,000 gold. I got to burn some of this gold, everybody. I got to burn it up. I want to try to get my armies. I'm trying to get 3 rows of 30s. Look at this. And I've got 3 of them right here. 28, 29, 29. And this one's a little more than a quarter. And this one's almost 29. So I want to try to get those going on. We'll keep doing it. Now, again, I have to kind of ease up at... Oh, my God. We could get... Oh, we could get double right there. Look, we go here, then up, and then over. Oh, double the loot, everybody. Come and join us for some Stream Raiders. We're going to get you double the loot for sure. Wow, this one again. All right. Well, same thing. We're going to go, hey, work, man. We're going to do what works, right? We're going to get right here and try that one again and see how it goes. Now, again, we're going to get double the loot on this round, so come and join us. We're going to be playing Stream Raiders all day while we're playing some 76 and later on some Astroneer. All right, now I'm literally just standing around this fusion core. There's another 1,000 shots right there, everybody, while we're standing around yapping. All right, so there's number 2. Now, number 3, of course, is the 3rd power plant in West Virginia here, and that is the Thunder Mountain. Now, Thunder Mountain is actually one of the greatest places to collect resources using your kill boxes because it normally spawns higher level resources like gulpers and other encrypted just like that, as well as a bunch of scorched and also the flying scorch as well. One of the actual defenses is multiple flying scorch beasts coming in and trying to kill you. All right, now I'll show you how I spec mine out. Again, remember, it remembers your circuitry, which is amazing. I didn't even notice that. All right, so my quest to take over Thunder Mountain has begun. I'll shoot a few of these guys, and then usually there's some peeps down here shooting at me. There they are. What's up, bro? Got shotgun ammo. Oh, you got vaporized. Oh, see? That's why it's annoying when that happens. That's why I don't always turn that on, because it's just annoying to try to hunt down the mob. Same thing with your exploding stuff, right? When they explode like that, it's hard to hunt down the mobs to get the loot. Oh, perfect spot. I'll hit him a little bit with a car. It'll take him down to a good amount. I'll try to take out the tough one, and the other one usually runs right through me and dies. All right. Now, we got a couple more guys down here over the side. Remember, I'm in my private server, so I can sit here and just take my time, do whatever I want. No one's going to come in and blow up my stuff and whatnot. If they do, then they die. Now, I don't shoot over there because that's the actual fusion generator. So just tag him and let him come to you. Now, I'm going to go back to Minoga here in a second and show you this here. But right now, we're just going to try to get this one fired up. Now, there's another guy over here somewhere. There he is. Let's melt him. And, oh, we got a straggler. A straggler? No. That was just taking a minute. Okay, go to shotgun. Claim the workshop. And there's a bunch of nice loot laying around in here, by the way, in this camp. A bunch of good stuff. Now, I'm going to run down here into this corner for a very specific reason. Now, circuitry is something you're going to be using a lot of. Now, here at Thunder Mountain, there is typically... Oh, it's not there today. I must have remembered that I already sweeped it. But right here on this table, there is a bunch of circuitry. And it remembered. It remembered that I swept. That's like one of the last things that I did before I logged out. Was I sweep this table. There's a bunch of hot plates there and a bunch of other loot here, aluminum and all of that. That you can go ahead and get. Now, right over here in the corner is the third element that you need for making ammo. We've already got lead, we've got acid, and now the third one that you need is steel. Now, there is grafting steel, which I actually like better because it gives you way more, but I'm going to come over here for fusion cores. Anyway, I can literally just run that right there. You're like, well, Kismet, where's that power coming from? That power is coming from this switch right over here. These switch by default have 10 power. So that means they can already, by default, do that before I even put in the fusion generator. The fusion generator is only for the fusion core processor. That's all that it's used for. It's not used for the rest. By default, it already has some power. So you can probably guess what I'm going to do next based on watching what I've been doing this whole entire time. And that is going in. Again, first thing I do is try to put that fusion core in there. Fusion generator. Right in there. There we go. And then we simply run it down in there. It doesn't matter which way you have it turned. And then it's time for some Kismet kill box. Now, since I've already used these before, it does remember I have 65 circuitry here. It does remember that I used that circuitry. Now, I'm going to put this way up against the corner here. Now, the reason why I'm going to put it there is so that it can shoot this way, because mobs sometimes are along the side here. Sometimes they're back here in that corner. So the whole purpose of what I'm doing is to put down turrets by where they spawn the most, right? And this is the same thing I do in Fallout 4 using the same technique, the Kismet kill box. And it works very, very effectively. Now, over here, you're going to have some mobs up on the top here. So what I've been doing lately is doing a little double action here. So right there. And then I'll go ahead and try to squeeze another. Now, this is really tough because you have to scroll this in real close. And then you try to work it in over here. And then also raise it up so it's way up without it getting all funky chicken. Ugh, so dang awkward. It's so dang awkward, but we'll get it, everybody. We'll get it. Come on. Come on, mama. You got this. Good enough. All right, now I got 8 turrets right there. They're not aligned, but oh well. Now I've got 8 turrets over there. Now I was putting a turret off to the side here, but I found those turrets to be less effective than putting your turrets up here on the end. Go to town already. I got 8 turrets shooting at that guy. Watch it. Watch up there. Watch that guy up there. Hey, dude. All I gotta do is get his aggro right on me, and then my turrets are automatically ready to fire. And now he dead. All right, then one right up here. Again, another suggest one right there, and then this can crossfire over to this side. And then while I'm doing this, by the way, the counter is counting down to I have to defend Thunder Mountain, right? It's usually, you know, like a 2-minute counter or whatever. Now, I've already got these blueprinted, so it makes it way easier. And then I put this one as high up as I can and right here in the corner because they spawn right along here. Sometimes they spawn up there. Sometimes they spawn down the road. All of that. And if you notice, that's a lot of turrets I just put down, everybody. That was literally 16 turrets that I just put down. Now, I can come over here and try to put some more down over here. I can say like this, but it doesn't let me put any more turrets, sadly. Right there. There we go. Oh, and speaking of gulpers, they are. Make sure to tag these gulpers so you get all the loot. Come on, little gulpies. Follow me down here so I can get you in a nice crossfire. Now, watch this as I annihilate these gulpers in an awesome crossfire from that one over there. And then if I'm really good, I can drag them over here, and literally there's going to be 16 turrets shooting at them at the same time. I've been absolutely smoked. Another one. Yeah, remember, that one can shoot down from over there as well. Oh, try to get a hit in before he dies. Yep, that was close. Now, there's always the last one. There's like the full group and then a last one that's usually lost somewhere. Now, gulpers, man, they got some good loot, bro. Get that loot. They got the good stuff. Oh, I hear him. I'm not going to get to him in time before he dies, usually. So I'll go ahead and just loot all of this while I'm waiting. I get a hit on him. Oh, maybe I will. Now he's looking for me, everybody. That's usually what these mobs are doing. They're looking for you. And that's round 1. And so what I want to do is I want to look at my turrets and see where they start shooting. Because they're also like a way of telling you, hey, the mobs are over here, Kismet. Right? So I'm going to stand right here and I'm going to see which turrets shoot first. Now, one of the most annoying things about this, oh, there they are, is that the mobs sometimes will spawn in like a weird area. Like way off to the side over there. But if you see one over here, most likely there's going to be the rest somewhere in that area. You can just drag them. Remember, look, I'm crossfiring, right, between these 2 turrets. So this is 8 turrets coming to bear. Look at that cool evasion move he did there. And I literally just collect the loot, everybody. I just collect the loots, puts it in my pockets. I want all the loots. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, what do we got? Another one. Now, again, let's watch the turrets. Oh, right down there. Tag them. We get the credits. Come and hit me all you want. Still gonna die. Now, normally I put a turret right here, but I'm enjoying the double turret over here. It has a tendency to clear the mobs at the top better. Run it over here. That 8 turret's gonna come down on that mob. Now, these turrets, they don't hit every time, everybody. I don't know what it is. They got a low hit chance. But they hit enough to really wipe these mobs out. And then if I, you know, kind of lend a little bit of a hand here, before we know it, sideways movement there. Right in the middle of the crossfire. Alright, and that is how you get crazy tons of loot at Minoga. Oh. Now, one of the things you can also do is, if you're here, you can destroy the sandbags. So they can't hide behind the sandbags, and your turrets absolutely wipe them out. Now remember, this is circuitry that I used from a previous run-through, right? From a previous time in which I had taken over this and used that for that. Now, I think I got all of these. Let me see if I looted most of these. I'm just going to assume that I did loot most of this stuff and whatnot. All right. Now, I didn't do it at Minoga yet, but I'm going to show you also what I do here, because when I come back in 20 minutes, I will teleport in up there. That's where it teleports you in, up here on the top. And so you jump down, you run that way, and you grab your steel, right? Which is going to be down here. Now, I'm not going to actually do the actual run part later, but I'm just showing you what I've been doing and what I discovered. And so I'll teleport in there, I'll jump down, I'll run, get the steel, and then I'll run around the backside to get the fusion cores. If it needs to be defended, I'll help defend it. I will actually let it sometimes go to the point in which it says you need to recover this, or I will, because I'll be AFK for 20 minutes doing videos or whatever else I'm doing. I'll actually wait and let it need to be recovered. And then I'll go and I'll come back. I'll kill whatever mobs are left over, so I don't have to kill every single mob. And then I'll still get credit for recovering it and still get loot for it. All right, so there we go. Now, when I run over here, I'm going to run over here and I'm going to grab the fusion cores. But, like I said, something I discovered this weekend, which totally blew my mind, is the fact that I can go ahead and put this down right here. Don't believe it when it says it's red. And now I have a third one going. And you're like, well, Kismet, I only saw you put 2 down. You didn't put 1 down in Minoga. That's because I have another one at my actual camp. So now I have 3 collectrons, right? I have 1 in my camp. I have 1 over at Poseidon. I have 1 now over here at Thunder Mountain. And then I can also put 1 at Minoga, right? And then as I go and I come back in 20 minutes, I go to camp number 1. I consider this number 1. I will collect the junk. I'll collect the honey. I'll collect the fusion cores. I'll collect the lead. All right, next one, right? I can go to my base, or I can jump up to Minoga, which is usually what I do. I skip my base. And then I go up here, and then I collect fusion cores, and then I collect acid, and then I collect junk, and then I collect honey. And then, you getting the idea, right? And then I will jump over to Thunder Mountain, and if I need to defend any of those, I will defend them or retake them. And then I'm getting fusion cores, and then I'm getting steel, and then I'm getting lead, or I'm not lead, then I'm getting honey, and then I'm getting junk, right? All from that one spot. Now, I could get even more. I can get nuclear, wood, crystal. I can get all that other stuff, but I don't bother doing that stuff because I've got plenty of that. I don't need to collect stuff I got plenty of. Now, I had this other idea that, hey, one of the best junk places in the game is right here at Charleston's Landfill. Now, there's other junk places as well, but Charleston's Landfill is nice, compact together, pretty easy to set up. So I took down my Tycoon Water Factory, which I no longer need because my new base is way better. And so I activate my camp over there. This way I don't have to run all the way over there because there's a lot of stuff you got to run through to get there. And I can go ahead and now fast travel there just to get it established. But the problem is, of course, I'm overburdened. But that's why I have my scrap box. right there. As well as if I have any like legendaries or anything like that, I can put them in there. Now, another thing I could also do is I could put my vendor on here if I want, and have my vendor at every single one of these locations if I'm doing it in the open world. So people could use the vendor, but there we go. Look, he's already collected probably. Oh, not yet. And then again, we can come back in 20 minutes and these will have some in there. Now, the cool thing about these collectrons is you can actually go 1 to 3 cycles without even having to collect it, because it stacks a lot more in the junk nodes than any other node. Let's just consider this a junk node that you're extracting. And so it'll actually go like 3 rounds. So 3 rounds of 25 minutes. Let's just make it 30 minutes, just to make it easy. So in an hour and a half, this will be full, right? But in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, let's just call it 30 minutes, just round it up, that'll be full, right? So every 30 minutes, you want to get your beehive. Every hour and a half, you want to go ahead and get your junk, all right? And so, look, that's 3 across. And I didn't bother to do it in Minoga because you get the idea. I don't have to do it in every single one because I'm literally going to log out after this. And then all of that stuff is going to resume back to its base resources and be saved for the next time I log in. But I definitely want to show you over here at Charleston's Landfill. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel to my second camp, because you can have multiple camps in the game, which I think is amazing. And once I discovered this is like adding basically 4 more junk nodes. Or if you took over, imagine if you took them all over. That you take all of them over, there's 22 of them. So that'd be 22 junk nodes that you would have running at the same time, all simultaneously. Until they did maintenance on your server and kicked you. Which I've never been able to get all of them. Every time I get close to get all of them, I get to the last 1 or 2, it does maintenance on my server and kicks me off, which means all of that I did for 8-10 hours, gone. It's done it to me multiple times now. It sucks. I don't know if it's like a fail-safe, if it just does it automatically, or what. But let's go ahead and take over Charleston Landfill, which is one of my new favorite places here. So run up here, we'll turn the sound on. I usually just get my shotgun out, but this is fairly easy. So you run up here and you do a little pew-pew. I heard him run off. He'll find me. You don't need to go find those mobs, everybody. They will find you for sure. There's an AoE shotgun. See, look, there you go. He found me. And there we go. And we got one more over this way. Wandered off somewhere. I just get out in the open where you can find you so you can shoot them. Wipe them out. Okay, so another workshop. Ours to claim. Okay, now remember, again, I did remember the circuitry of all the stuff I used before. And so what I do is I'll start back here in the corner. And it doesn't really matter where you started. I mean, you can do it however you want. This is the way I do it. I highly recommend putting anything that you can that has to do with your power up high, because mobs typically ignore it. Sometimes they will not. Sometimes they will shoot it, but 95% of the time, they will ignore anything that's up on top of buildings. So, like I did in the other one, I will go ahead and get a power generator. And again, I have a bunch of resources, everybody. You got to collect all these resources ahead of time to do all this kind of crazy stuff. But I'll find a nice little spot, let's say right there. All right, and sometimes it'll say it's intersecting or whatnot, so you just rotate it until you find that little magic spot where it kicks in. There we go. Now, these have a bunch of junk nodes over here. So, junk nodes are unique in the fact that they will keep collecting, and they'll stack, much higher than any other node in the game, which is great. So this is also where you get your circuitry, you get your lead and all of that stuff from these random items. These are random items that are going to come up in here. Instead of being very specific, like lead and steel and all of that, these will be random items, and one of those items is circuitry. This is how I get a lot of circuitry over here. So again, we have another one right over here. Put that right there. And then I'll run some power, and I'll do the same thing. I'll go ahead, and I'll just start by doing it right away. Where I go in, I'll go in and start it collecting some loot for me via my blueprints. I'll just put it right, let's just put it right over there. There we go. Now, sometimes it says it's red. Don't listen to it. Try it and see what happens, right? In life, I suggest don't always listen to the rules. I mean, follow the law. That's a good idea. But the rules are not always meant to be followed, because sometimes, especially if you're a graphic designer like me, going outside the rules is very fun and actually creates something more unique than doing what everybody else is doing. But obviously, make smart choices about the rules, everybody. So the rules are there for a reason. They weren't there because someone randomly thought, hey, we need this rule. Because some bonehead did something that they had to make a rule to explain it to the average masses that you shouldn't be doing that thing. All right, that's exactly why we have rules, everybody. I tell you, that's why we got every rule in the world is most likely along those lines. So as you can see, I just ran it across the ground level, right? Now, these are pretty easy here. You just run along the ground level. Now, I like to create a separate line right here. And you're like, well, Kevin, what about your defenses? I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So now I'm going to run this here. So I'm just going to use a fusion generator to get all of these. Now, I actually don't even need the fusion generator to do these because these are only going to take 30. But you can run all these other nodes as well. And you can see I'm putting this one up nice and high. This is how I prefer to do it, both in Fallout 76 and in Fallout 4. And sometimes it's obscured. We'll run it up here. Again, what I'm trying to do is connect it and then move it to its maximum distance, right? Now, I'm going to try to find it. Here it is right here. And move that to its maximum distance and try to get it in there. If it doesn't do it, that's okay. Those things are cheap. Those things are super cheap, everybody. If you can't make this go to there like that, no big deal. You just go in, make another power connector. You're like, ah, Kismet, you're gonna get attacked. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right, let's make another one. Run it on there. Now you can also use your power connectors to attach it to walls and sides and things. I do that sometimes. All right, so now back to more Kismet kill boxes. Now again, you got to build up all the circuitry first and build up all this loot first, but it does retain it. And that's one of the things that I noticed is it will actually retain your circuitry. And I'll put that one over there to protect the backside here. I like to put turrets up as high as I can. For some reason, you can't put it on this junk pile, which is a bummer. But I'm going to put it right where that vehicle is to get rid of that vehicle. Just saves me a little time taking those vehicles out. Great little spot right here. Just rotate it just a little bit here so all 4 turrets can come to bear on this side. And then way over here on this side, a bunch of mobs do spawn. So you want to go ahead and just get that in there. Again, notice it's taking that stuff out. Less stuff I have to take out. And sometimes you have to work it in there. Come on, you. I know you go there. Again, it just needs to be on the side here. And again, I'm going to wheel it in. Scroll wheel it in. Come on. Does not want to go down today. All right, fine. Be that way. I'll put you up here today. How about that? There we go. I know it goes there. So, now another thing, again, you can do is you can scrap all this stuff that's obscuring your kill boxes. You can hear it defending. I don't have to do anything. Watch this. Come here, little Brad Roach. Let me introduce you to my kill box. Okay, so I got to defeat some robots. Well, guess what? Wave 1 is already done. It already wiped out the robots for me because I put them in optimum spots. One there, one over there, and one over on that side, and then one right here in the center. And here comes the robots over here. Now watch, it won't even shoot them until I tag them sometimes. Now look, it's also, look, these up here can come to bear on the robots. And you got a nice little crossfire right there. Now I can also put another one over there if I so desire, which isn't a bad idea. We'll put a kill box right there. All right, but notice it's not shooting, which is the most annoying part. That's why I have this ramp here. So I get up here so they shoot at me. And then eventually, once I tag them, and pull them a little closer. Kidding me, kill box is going to go to town here. Love blowing stuff up. Alright, come on, die already. I got all day. Sometimes they get confused and they wander off the other direction. So I just come over and kill them. But you get the general idea. You can just drag them in. And there we go. It's gonna go boom, quick, grab the loot, run. Too late. Alright, now round number 3 over here on the side. They're all gonna be dead before I get there. Now, it does show you, it does have a purified water here. I'd actually take this out and put the smaller ones in. I feel like the big ones actually are obsolete. Notice I can take these out. That robot got wasted. Take that out. Take this out. Again, you want to take out as much obstructions between your kill box and the mobs so they can wipe them out all that much faster. And there we go. Now we have junk going, everybody. Now this one in the back here, since this is the first one we did, most likely has a little bit of junk in it. And circuits right there, bro. I'll take that every day of the week for sure. Allows me to build more turrets. Allows me to build bigger bases and all sorts of cool stuff. Allows me to build a Kismet mega kill box that I keep repairing while we're taking on the s.p.e.c.i.a.l and stuff like that. And again, and then also allows me to create an additional junk turret. Now instead of having 3 here, I have 4 because I'm using my Collectron as well. And I think I'm going to use my dog. I'm going to replace him out with my dog maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe just uniquely keep it in my camp. So now that I moved this camp here, I no longer need that camp there. I can reactivate my other camp. It was just so I could have the quick travel there because that's the closest spot to here. And then I could go ahead and just run up. You can also teleport to the medical center, but it puts you way over here and you got to run across. And I'm not really using that other camp right now. So now what I do is I go to sleep. And you're like, what do you mean go to sleep? Well, I'll teleport either back to my main base or I'll put that bunker down by s.p.e.c.i.a.l so that it can auto-defend itself. So if I'm there and I'm in a bunker or I'm in a house or whatever and I'm just sitting there, it has a tendency to defend that area better than if I'm off here at my camp and then it's way over there. But I typically will come back to my camp here, and then I will now not use my power armor. Because most of the mobs that you're going to take on, you're going to have the kill box to defend you. So you don't really need your power armor to clear them. I really don't need my power armor to start with to clear them. I could do it without it, really, on most mobs. But, you know, I just get into the habit of using my power armor. Now, is there anything that I can trade in? I don't see anything to trade in there. Just thought I'd check. And that's why you don't mess with Kismet's kill box right there. Look at that. Doing his thing. Now, if your stuff does get damaged, by the way, you can use the workbench in those points that you capture. Or if you have your camp, you can simply go over here and tell it to repair everything. It doesn't say I need to repair anything, which means none of my stuff is currently broken. Now, time to go to sleep, everybody. Now, again, remember, over here, this is number 5 now, right? This is number 5. Or really, that's number 1. That's the first one I put down. And so now I have 5 times the resources. And that's what I did over the weekend, just collecting and collecting and collecting resources. I would go here to my camp, and then while I'm waiting, so I get bonus XP when I come back, I literally just go, sit in my bed, I'll set a timer for 20 minutes, and then I'll get up, I'll collect more loot, whatever is collected in honey, whatever is collected in junk. Then I will jump to s.p.e.c.i.a.l. I will then grab the fusion cores. I will grab the junk. I will grab the honey. I will grab the lead, and then I will go to Minoga, and then I will grab the junk, and I will grab the honey, and I will grab the fusion cores, and I will grab the acid, and then I will jump to Minoga, and then I will grab the fusion cores, and I will grab the steel, and I will grab the junk, and I will grab the honey, and then I will jump down to Charleston's landfill, and I will collect the junk, 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 and I will collect the honey, and then I will jump back to my base, and then I will collect the junk, and then I will collect the honey, and then I will AFK for 25 minutes or 20 minutes again, depending on what you want to do. Now, another thing that's happening at my base, by the way, while I am doing all of that other stuff, is every 30 minutes to an hour, it is also refilling my water over here. Now, remember, all this stuff that you're collecting can be sold or used to make things that you can sell. So, also my purified water firing off over here. Get all of that as well. Make sure that you collect that, otherwise it stops collecting, right? At 3, it stops collecting it. So every 30 minutes to an hour or so, go in there, clear it out, so there's nothing in there, and then it will run again for a thing. If you let it fill up, it'll just stop collecting altogether. And that's why you got to be around to make sure you keep collecting all that stuff. By the way, in Fallout 4, that is not the case. In Fallout 4, if you do purified water, it'll literally collect thousands of purified water for you. In fact, I am known as the Wasteland Tycoon. That means that when I collect purified water in Fallout 4, and I've done it many times. We've done many playthroughs of Fallout 4. As I literally would get to the point where every 2 days in game, totally legit, no mods, no cheating, no shortcutting, no glitching, no none of that. You can do it as well, PS4 or Xbox or PC. In the vanilla version of Fallout 4, you could literally get to the point where you could buy out every single vendor every 2 days in game. Every game days, right? Every 2 days. You go around, buy every single one out. And then make big old mega bases like I do. And then, of course, while I'm waiting, I'll just have him sitting in the bed so he's keeping his kindred spirit up. And then again, the kindred spirit lasts for 3 hours. But it's good. Now he's insulated in here, so if mobs try to attack or anything like that, I find that this particular kind of camper is the best place for him to hide out. Now, mole rats sometimes try to get in here, and they do. But other than that, if they're super mutants, if they're scorched, if there's stuff like that, they'll be outside. And I have my turrets all set up, so if they do try to come at me, boom, my turrets just blow them up. And I just don't even have to worry about it. In fact, I usually turn the sound off because I'm then switching over to New World to collect stuff in New World while I'm waiting to collect stuff in here. I know, right? Pretty awesome, right? Next level. Oh, wow, that was perfect timing. Let's do a battle, then we'll take a quick break, and then we're going to play some Astroneer. Let's go. To battle! All right, this time I'm going to give you a range boost. We're going to get that going on. Now, if you like that, put a 1 in the chat, everybody, if you learned something new. Good night, kids. See you in a few hours. Have fun. See you, Ems. Thanks for being in the chat. Appreciate you. Can't you just fast travel directly to your workshop? You can. Yeah, that's why you have to get the workshop first, though. See, once I put the camp down so I can get there the first time, and then I go and I get the junkyard, and then I move the camp back to my other camp, and then I just all day, baby. That's why I have 70 fusion cores that are 100% fusion cores. And that wasn't even the full day, everybody. That was like half a day. It was like half a day of just doing that for probably 5 hours or so. That's what I consider half a day. So about 5 hours while I was also playing New World as well. One of the things you can't do with Fallout 76, though, is you can't minimize Fallout 76 in the background, so it will slow down your other games. So I suggest if you are playing multiple games at the same time, is to reduce the graphics in both games. So like in Fallout 76, I'll reduce it down to normal or low. And then in New World, I'll just put it down on medium so that it's not taxing your machine as much. What you can do, though, New World you can minimize. But for some reason, Fallout 76 takes over your machine. Even if you have it in windowed mode, it's very difficult to minimize it. I have been able to do it a few times, but it's just not easy. So I just screw it. I just put my character somewhere where there's nothing going on, like in the bed. And thus, it's not taking a lot of CPU cycles. I mean, it's not taking a lot of resources of your video card. And then the frames go way back up again when you're playing a second game. Like New World, running around and collecting stuff. But I'll turn the graphics way down in New World, just so it's not taxing it as much. Makes it easier to play, both at the same time. By the way, I usually play like 4 or 5 things at the same time. Like we're playing Stream Raiders, we're playing 76, we could be playing No Man's Sky, letting our settlements come up every hour. We could be doing... we could do that for like 10 minutes and then switch back to 76. We could also be doing New World where we're collecting resources while we're waiting for that to go and while we're waiting for the battles and all of that. I try not to do too much while I'm on stream. I do it a lot when I'm off stream, though. I will have literally multiple things going. I'll have 76, No Man's Sky, and New World going at the same time. Now, New World, I usually just quit out. Like, I'll get in, I'll do whatever I need to do, I'll queue up a bunch of stuff, because it functions when you're not in the game. So if you say you're going to do something on your settlement in No Man's Sky, you get in, you do your stuff for your settlement. In fact, we can pull it up. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me pull it up while we're talking. Hold on. I'm going to pull that up at the same time in the background, and then I'm going to give you guys some loot here in a second. And while I'm taking a break, I'm going to load it up. All right. I got to go into my Steam library and start that loading. Okay, so that's going to start loading in the background. Now, No Man's Sky is one that takes a lot of graphics power, too. But again, if you've got a pretty decent machine and you keep your graphics down, you can go ahead and rotate between those multiple games. We'll let No Man's Sky run in the background. Let's give you guys some love. Subi walking away with the loot. Frugu coming in MVP again with 39 kills. Way to crush it, everybody. Now, again, we're going to get you guys double loot. Now, again, I do apologize for that week I was out. But you know what? We had to work on New World. We had to get my team in there. It was very frustrating. We had long queues. People were trying to get in. Some people didn't get in because they blocked server creation on our server, which is a bummer. Oh, Oh, we can only go on the outsides. Interesting. Huh. You know what? Let's just go right by this mob here and steamroll up. This mob is going to get annihilated. All right. We'll come back to that in a minute. All right, now here's Fallout 76. Now, one of the things that I do in Fallout 76 when I am playing multiple games, and it's actually caused me to die before because I didn't hear the mobs sneaking up on me, is I'll go into settings and I'll go into audio because what it will do is actually play this one in the background while you're playing another game. So I'll just turn the audio all the way down, the master down. I actually thought there was something wrong with my sound when I got back in it. Now, No Man's Sky is loading right there. So now I'm in No Man's Sky and that. Now, I'm not going to play a whole bunch of No Man's Sky right now, everybody. We're going to take a break here for a minute because it's been about 3 hours. I like to take a break every 2 to 3 hours, everybody. If you are a gamer, please take a break. Take a break. You get re-energized. You get back into it. You're back in it mentally and doing it. And I was doing that last night when I was doing a lot of rep stuff in New World as well. And we'll get into that, how I did all of that. We're going to do that for a little bit tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to try some PvP runs. We'll see. We're about 10:30 p.m. So if you guys want to join us for that in my guild, we're going to check out what the PvP runs are all about. Lady Bug is going to tell us all about it. This thing takes forever to load, too. Reminds me of Fallout 76. It takes... I don't know why it takes so long to load, bro. I got SSD. I got fiber optic line. It is a massive game, though, and they have done a great job here on No Man's Sky. And I know it says Fallout 76, everybody. I got Fallout 76 running in the background. Don't freak out. Don't tell me I got to change my title. I'll be fine. So, all right, here we go. So here's No Man's Sky. So here's literally what I do in No Man's Sky right now when I'm busy doing other things. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, it's still not loaded yet. All right, let's wait for it to load. There we go. And now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to make some settlement decisions. It says, greet settlement visitor. Now, what he says, a visitor planetary specialist has demanded audience with the overseer. They present their trade credentials and offer sell plans. Doomed cream cake cannery. Removes well-packed sleep sheets. Doomed cream cake. It adds a feature, doomed cream cake. Now, I don't know what that does, but let's go look at well-packed sheaths. Now, I can actually just escape out of here, usually. How do I get out of there? Can I not get out of there? Nope, apparently I don't have a choice. Normally you hit escape and you get out. What the heck? Alright, I'm just going to do it, everybody. Let's see what happens. Now, it's actually going to add 100,000 to my settlement debt, but that's okay, because you'll see here in a second. That's not a problem. Now, this settlement started at a deficit of 176,000 in debt. Look at that. I was at 900,000. Now it's down by 100,000. That's okay. I don't mind at all because we now got a B-level settlement. We're at 816 production. And right now we're going to be 100,000 in debt. It's going to take about 4 hours, and that debt's going to be paid off like that. So pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And then we're going to start getting our stuff again. But the main thing to me right now is trying to boost my happiness and then boost my population. So those are the things that I'm working on. Decreases maintenance costs. So it decreased my maintenance costs over here. My maintenance cost is really high on this settlement. Another thing I noticed is you can build stuff as well, but it also upgrades the buildings, kind of like SimCity. You know how in SimCity you start off with a little house and then it builds up to a secondary house and then you might have an office building or whatever like that. This actually functions like that. Like all of a sudden, I didn't even tell it to be there. Boom, there's a landing pad there, everybody. And then all of a sudden there was a building over there that popped up out of nowhere. And this building got bigger. You can tell where the buildings kind of changed because I put a whole bunch of these foundations down to tell when the building has been moved. And you can see this building has moved over a little bit. This building has become massive. Let me just give you a little bird's eye view of what's been going down here in my settlement, man. It's becoming a little small city over here. And you can see, man, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, some of this I told it, okay, here you go, use my resources. And I came in and I kept giving it resources, but then some of it on its own built up. Now, I had to take all my stuff from my base and move it off to the side. Now, the way I was able to make a base was I built a base about 350 away. Remember that your base, from your base icon, you go 1,000 out in both directions. So that's 2,000 in a giant circle. So I went 350 out from here. I built a base, right over there. I built the base 350 out roughly. And then, oh, that's actually not it. That's not it. Where's the actual base? This way. This way. There it is. It's about 400 for where I'm standing, but it's about 350 out from the edge or the center of this particular base. And then it allows me to build over here because I ran a power line which extends the width of your base all the way up to 1,000 in each direction, so 2,000 in circumference. And there you go. So that's all I literally do. I log in, I look and see if it says running smoothly, which means it's going to be like an hour or so or hour or two before something else comes up. And then I just literally go in, save the game right here. And then I log out. And then I set a timer for like an hour. And then I log back in. And then I do it again. And then I log out. Now, meanwhile, by the way, it's collecting me tons of resources. It's doing a whole bunch of stuff. You're like, Kismet, when are you going to get into telling us how you collect all your resources and get massive tons of resources, all the stuff? This Thursday, we're going to get into it. So we're going to do some of that as well. Now's a good time to take a quick break. Oh, you guys like that? Lots of ones in the chat. Yeah, I love discovering new stuff and then sharing it with you guys. I feel like that's the ultimate run. Try it on your server, or even better, come over here over the weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to be setting that up in my private server. You guys are welcome to come over, get fusion cores, collect yourself some purified water, junk nodes, all of that stuff. I might even try to go for the all workshops and put it down on every single workshop. It means that every single workshop would have its own built-in junk node and honey node to grab from every 20 minutes. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that on stream. Get as many people as I can, as 8 people in the server, and we try to capture every single workbench. It's not an easy thing to do. It's very hard, very time consuming. It took me 10 hours to do it one day, and I was on the last couple, and then it said maintenance, and it kicked me off. That was like 10 hours of hard work lost. So you're definitely going to need more people to do it, because I feel like after a certain amount of time, it's going to kick you automatically if you don't do it quickly and have everybody working on it at the same time. So we'll get into that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go AFK for a minute here just to walk around for a little bit, stretch my legs, and then we'll be back. We're going to do some Astroneer. I'm going to go a little extra here so we can check in on Astroneer and see what we were up to on that. All right, so we'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy these AFK highlights. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.